Yeah, you thought I was going to come out to REM, didn't you? Uh-huh. I like to mix it up once in a while. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the rest of the Saturday Night Highwire show. We had impromptu before from 7 to 8. They know tech way better than me, so they get their own stream because it's a lot more complicated. But now we are here on this stream from 8 until sometime after 11. At 10 o'clock, I highly urge you to settle back with a beverage of choice and watch The Great Gritty, the thing I have been most excited about all year. Am I pinned on here? I think I am. Yeah. Okay. The Great Gritty, I've been just waiting for this ever since Robin Stegman submitted it. So that's going to be fantastic and fantastically weird. At 9 o'clock, we have one of our favorite shows, Half Scripted, where you'll see people with the script and people improvising. You put them together and chaos ensues. That's going to be super fun. And now here in the 8 o'clock hour, we have a team I'm part of. I love these people and this team. And we are going to do some dramatic but fun improv for you. So please welcome to the stage without music, because I did not plan ahead, Dreamweaver.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Look at us. We can dance either way. Yes.
Yeah.
I should have singing the whole lyric, unlike certain people. Jeff Taylor.
Oh God, that's right.
He sang the dream and did not sing the Weaver.
I believe you can.
Oh, you're still going. I'm going to give.
This is the show. This is the show. This is the show.
We'll loop it in somehow. So yes, we're Dreamweaver. We are going to do a 2-act play for you tonight, and the way we start those is with an input of an event. And asking for an event can be challenging. Similar to how it can be challenging to ask for a non-geographical location. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know what that means, or I want to be funny. And everyone can be funny. And so we posted on Facebook asking for an input. We got 3. The first was a GIF of WrestleMania. The second was a GIF of Ray Lewis doing his Dirty Bird entrance dance. And the third is an open fire hydrant. And I have synthesized these suggestions into their thematic underpinnings, which is grand opening. And so that is going to be our suggestion for this evening. Carl, I hope Carl approves.
I hope he does too.
Yeah.
Grand open.
Grand
Back
opening.
enjoy as we present grand opening.
I'm so nervous, but it's like an excited type of nervous. It's like I feel like I could, those pains you get when you in your stomach. It feels a little bit like menstrual cramps, a little bit like diarrhea. It's kind of like that. But I'm the manager, and it's gonna be great.
I'm nervous. Every book I've read about this says that opening a family business either makes the family or it breaks the family. And so I feel like today is like we're on the razor's edge. It could go either way. So
I kind of forgot to put today in my calendar. So I made some other plans. We'll see if I can get out of them. Mostly it's just playing with my cat. Really important. I bet everyone will understand. They're family.
I hope they don't notice me. I hope there's enough people that they don't see me here, because I don't know. They're the competition. We're the competition. So I'm gonna see what they're doing, because everybody's talking about this place, and we've been having a few down months. So I got to figure out what's their magic.
Okay, I've got the ribbon here, and that's that's the main part of today, I guess, the ribbon cutting. So I've got that. I've got the giant scissors somewhere. Got the ribbon and the giant scissors, and that's No, that's not it. I know I think I'm so stressed out. I just forgot everything. What if I can't do this? What if I can't manage a store? What if I can't manage a store?
You can't overplan an opening. So I just have these. They're business books. We might need to consult them throughout the day. It's I want to help my mom. I want to make sure that she gets through this. I want to make this together. And this is just a book called Helping. I feel like it might be helpful.
Yeah, so I think they've got everything under control. I'm part of the family. I signed a paper like 2 days ago, but I made plans. I hope they respect that boundary that I'm setting.
I knew Clive. I knew he had something special when he worked for me. I didn't think he'd do this. I didn't think he'd open up 4 blocks away doing the same damn thing. I gotta find out why. I gotta find out what's going on.
Everything's out of control. I'm not prepared for this. I tried to keep it together and feel prepared, but I'm not. And now it's the day, and I don't have the ribbon. Who sells giant scissors?
I hope Mike's not too upset with me. I mean, we're good friends, but this is family, so I feel like it cause a what is that? I feel like it could cause a rift, which we don't have time for today.
I mean, I'll support like the best I can. My mom seems real freaked out. So is my brother. But you know what? I don't want to comfort them. I don't. I want to train my cat to not get on the bookcase. And I also want to train my cat to sit on my lap without trying to bite my face. Those are my goals. And I'm going to stick to them today. I'm going to stick to my goals, not theirs.
I'm not trying to run them out of business. We can both survive, but they can't run us out of business. And that's what I'm afraid of. My family's had this business for 39 years. I was a kid when my dad started it. Now I'm in charge, and I'm not going to let them take me down.
So it's just whatever they want.
Where are my kids? Where are my fucking kids?
We can coexist.
We'll see. I'll do
Found the scissors.
my part.
I'm not going to let them.
Focus on
Mom, found the scissors.
first.
30 years.
I'm not going to let them.
They are nowhere. Great. That's great.
Take away our
Ooh,
dream.
I wonder if they need the ribbons too.
I'm gonna see what's
I
happening.
think about the ribbons.
I'm going to find out what's going on today. Cut to the Dunkin' Donuts across the street from the new business with Jordan. Hey. Oh,
Hey.
hi, Jordan. Are you getting all fueled up for the big opening today?
Yeah, definitely fueled up for the big opening. Getting coffee for everybody. That's what I'm gonna do today. You excited? You're gonna finally have somebody to.
I'm happy. I'm happy for your family. Yeah. I mean, there can be 2 arts and crafts stores in town. Okay,
yeah.
We can, we don't have a Michael's, we don't have any of those places, so we can both survive. Oh, wow, you brought. Oh,
Yeah, he was supposed to stay in the bag. I'm trying to train him. Not working out too well. This is a Dunkin'. You have to stay inside. Okay.
That's okay. I mean, places are being a lot cooler about that. Like we totally are cool with people bringing their pets in as long as they're behaved. I mean, that's what
Oh,
small town businesses do. I mean, this is a chain. They might
this is a
not
chain.
do
This
it.
is a corporate. Yeah. I mean, the small town coffee place I don't know. This is across the street. So convenient.
I love, you know me, small business, small town. That's what I'm all about. But when I'm getting coffee, I want to get in and out. I don't want to chit chat, and that's
But I
they.
mean, we're
Yeah.
chit chatting right now,
No,
though.
I mean with the people working,
Oh, okay.
they turn it
Yeah.
into a whole thing. That's what I mean, and that's it's just I just want my coffee. And if I run into someone, that's great. And yeah, so
So no
is
hard feelings at all.
what about the store?
Mm,
No,
yeah.
no. I mean, it was a surprise.
I mean,
Can I talk?
my
Can I just talk to you this between us?
yeah.
I just I just wish somebody in your family had called me. I mean, I found out when I drove by and saw the sign. I Nobody called and said, "Hey, Mike, we're going to be doing our own thing." I don't own the idea of an arts and crafts store here in Danbury, but
Right.
someone just could have called. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I know my brother used to work for you. He learned a lot from
Yeah,
you.
he was the best. No
I
kids around.
took
He's the best fucking employee I've ever had.
wow.
So, but that's all. Don't tell him though. I know how he
Oh,
gets. I know he'll overcompensate, and your mom will probably yell at me for like starting drama when I'm really just think we can be friends and have similar businesses.
sure.
But
Yeah.
cut to the manager's office. Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Clive,
Oh,
Clive,
hey, mom.
Clive, it's your mother.
Yes, I'm here.
Clive,
I'm
where
on.
are you?
I'm on speaker. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Clive, where are you?
I'm just back at the house. I'm just getting a few things.
What are you getting? I
I
need you to be here at the store. I'm by myself. Everyone
had
has
to
abandoned me.
I had to get the scissors. Well, we're not opening for a few more minutes.
We're opening in 20 minutes,
Yes,
Clive.
more than a few. I'm out the door. I'm out the door. Do you need anything else from the house before I go?
No, I just need you to get here. I can't believe my children are abandoning me in my hour of need.
Mom,
What?
I'm not abandoning you. This is I am helping. I am a partner in this. I am fully invested. I quit my job to join this with you. I'm not abandoning you. I am fully in.
Okay. You're quitting the job.
That was not a guilt trip. That was not a guilt move. That was an explanation. That was a piece of information to express that I am in this.
Honey,
Yes.
did you find scissors?
Yes, I found the scissors. The 10-inch stainless steel scissors. Yes,
Yes.
got them.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm freaking out a little bit, honey. I just,
It's okay.
a weird stomach thing that I get, that feels like menstrual cramps and diarrhea.
I've got the medicine too.
Oh, okay.
I brought the coffee, Mom. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your diarrhea cramps.
No,
It's just me.
it's
Jordan.
your brother. It's your brother.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not on speaker. I'm sorry.
No, I don't walk around on speaker, honey. That's really
who does that? Only he does that. It's so rude.
I know. He assumes everyone.
I'm home alone, so it's not rude.
Okay. All right, Clive, honey, I'm sorry. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
It's gonna be great. No, it's all good.
Okay. All right. Are you in the car?
I'm getting in the car now. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna get in the car.
Okay. Text me when you're in the car.
Okay, sure.
Okay. All right. I love you so much.
Love you too, Mom.
Okay.
I'm not texting her when I get in the car. I'm texting her right now.
Fucking kids.
Cut to the parking lot by the store with Clive. I thought I saw. Sorry, I thought I saw you. Hi, how you doing?
Good. Yeah. How's it going, Mike?
Big day. I mean, yeah, big day soon, huh?
Yeah. Thanks for. I guess are you stopping by for it? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I wanted to
Appreciate
check.
that.
I wanted to check the place out. I wanted to see. I think I'm not like spying. I mean,
Of course not.
I just thought I'd see what was going on.
Great. I'm happy to walk you around once we open up.
Oh, great.
There's gonna be like a ribbon thing, so I let you
Oh.
in beforehand, but you have to get duck under the ribbon and.
No. I don't expect special. I don't expect special treatment. I get is like the Chamber of Commerce doing the ribbon cutting with y'all?
Yeah.
The scissors.
Oh, here.
The scissors.
Hi.
Mike says hi. Mom says
What
hi. She's a little stressed.
Okay.
This
Wow.
is new for her.
I know, but Clive, did I do something to like upset your mom?
I mean, not that I know of.
I mean, I could understand I don't have time for this, Mike. I'm busy, Mike, but fuck you, Mike, is a little. I mean, yeah.
You're not the first today, so it's.
Okay.
She's just. Anyway,
Is okay. I'm saying this as a friend. Is this too much for you guys?
We haven't even opened it yet. No, we're fine.
Okay.
And like, I've read, that if you have competitive businesses, you want them close together. It actually drives
Right. Yeah.
an increase in total consumption in the area. So
I'm not. I haven't said a word about where you are. I'm talking about your mom swearing, saying that to me, and you.
Mike, I mean, you only really knew me at the store. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw Jordan and
yeah.
my mom come in, but like this is just the baseline. Like if it wasn't the store opening, it would be us getting into college. If it wasn't us getting into college, it was the PTA. She's high output, but she's high stress.
Right.
I mean, look at me. Look at me. So
just remember, it's just one day. It's big day.
Right.
You've worked hard towards it, but in the long run, I mean, yeah, you got to make a good first impression. You don't want to upset people. And so having an even keel and thinking of this as one day of thousands, that's gonna go a long way.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I mean, I'd tell her hit myself, but I'm afraid she'd kick me in the nuts or something.
No, once we get it open.
I mean, she started here.
Cut to inside with Jordan. Oh, that was really good, honey. Thank you. Calm me right down. Calm me right down, honey. 30 ounces of iced coffee. Ooh, that's great.
Okay, you're gesticulating with the scissors, though, Mom.
Oh, I'm just excited, honey. Ooh. Just really excited to get this.
Well, I don't want to set a bad impression or a bad example for the little one.
Some medicine.
Thank you. Your brother. He's kind of a fuck up, but he has his moments.
Mom, it's not really nice for you to say that, he's a fuck up. Like he's done a lot here. He's doing a lot of.
He's done fine. Anyway.
Mom, it's just.
What, honey? Do I have something?
I mean, you're all jacked up on your feelings and your caffeine, and you just. And the little guy here, he's got like knives on the end of his paws, and he's gonna get the bad idea. You're putting the scissors everywhere. It's just.
Well, I knew it wasn't a good idea for us to have a store cat.
I think it's a great idea.
I mean, it's a cute idea, honey, but in practice, I don't know how good it is.
Well, I mean, we talked about the yarn already, and he's gonna like just chase off mice. I got a toy that has a mouse on the end for a reason. You know, he's training up.
Yeah, no, you're right, honey. You're right. Listen, you know what? I'm sorry. I overreacted a little bit. I really appreciate you being here and supporting me. You know, it wasn't easy. You know, you growing up with, ooh, kooky me, you know, but I think we got a good thing going, you know?
Yeah, you know, you don't have to describe yourself as kooky either, Mom. Like you're under a lot of pressure, and you're trying to do something on your own. You're not just, just riding the waves.
I am trying to do something on my own, and
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I just need to log in.
Log into what?
Well, I just need to make sure all the systems are going to work. You know, the payroll, the register, the clocking in, the clocking out, that kind of thing. If something's not working, I'm not the most technical person. That's what I have your brother for.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's on your.
No, that's it.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot of stuff, Mom.
Yep. Well, it takes a lot to run a business, honey. So. But how are you? How are you? You did such a good job getting me the coffee and, talking to me. And the cat ears are really, really adorable.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Well, training is going subpar. He did not want to stay in the bag at Duncan. He didn't want to walk on a leash. So he walked nearby though. And he has only made me bleed a handful of times today.
You're not bleeding on the merchandise, are you?
What?
You're not bleeding on the merchandise, are you?
No.
Sure.
I don't know if I should tell you I haven't been near the merchandise. Is that because I'm not bleeding on it, but you did ask me to.
You have to be front facing always. Fronting and facing, pulling things to the front and facing them forward.
Yeah, I haven't really.
Have you not been fronting and facing?
No, but that means I didn't get any blood on it. Well, I mean, you have to choose.
Cut to the front of the store after the ribbon cutting with Natalie. Hey, congratulations. I'm sorry if I said something to upset you earlier. I didn't. I just wanted to come by to wish you all well.
What does that mean?
It means I hope you have a successful opening day and your business does well.
Oh, really? You hope we do well?
Yeah. Listen, there's like 6 hair salons in this town. There's 3 karate schools, and there's two restaurants that both specialize in hot dogs. There can be 2 arts and crafts stores, Natalie. I have no ill will. I don't know where this hostility is coming from. I'm sorry if I did something to upset you. What?
That's real nice. That's real nice, Mike. Okay, yeah. I'll have my arts and crafts. You'll have your arts and crafts, and you'll be over there, and I'll be over here, and that'll just be the way you like it.
I'm the one who already has a business that could be potentially affected by you. Why are you yelling at me?
Why don't you call people back?
What? What are you talking about? What did you call me for something?
3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I called you and told you I had a great time out on our date. Remember our date?
Yeah, I remember our date, and you did not call. I got no message.
I called you.
Did you
check your messages? You call Verizon and get a forensic examination of your phone.
Can you put the scissors down, please?
No.
Okay. Jesus. Mate. Okay. All right. First of all, I'm going to get one thing straight here. I did not get a message from you. I don't know what happened.
You
Second
could
of
have
all,
turned me down like a gentleman.
the way you're reacting makes it seem like not calling you back was a good idea. You're losing your mind. You could have called a second time. You could have stopped. You could have stopped by the store. Jesus, this is your opening day. Calm the fuck down.
No. This is not about you. This is about me and my store and my fucking children. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
The news is here for the
photo op.
Okay, Natalie, please just calm. Can I just say something before you go do that?
What?
I really like you. You're really nice, and I'm sorry I didn't get your message and I didn't call you back. I'm here to say good luck because you guys have a great idea here. You're a great family. And I'm just trying to be a nice guy and support another local business, okay? If you want to go out again, we can go out again. I'm sorry about what happened, but
I heard you were seeing Judy from the massage parlor.
we went out a couple of times, but nah, it's not, there's nothing there. I came down to see what you guys were doing. Seriously, I'm the one. What?
I feel so silly.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a fucking maniac, you know?
Natalie, can you put the scissors down, okay? Or give them to somebody?
You must think I am a total psycho.
No, I don't. I know opening day is stressful. You guys, listen, let me tell you a secret.
You didn't get my message.
Wow. Okay.
That's Clive and Jordan in the back storeroom.
Oh, I found this, by the way. I meant to say, I don't think we sell this. Do we sell?
Is that spray Gorilla Glue?
Yeah. I mean, it is like a craft supply. There's just no other ones back here. It says it's multi-purpose. It bonds multiple heavy duty.
I guess I should write that down.
Yeah.
I found like a bunch of. I think these are your cat toys back here. Are these just for the store cat, or are these samples?
Wait, what? No, they're all for Carl. He does a hard job. He should get rewarded. He puts them back in the box. It's very cute. Some of them were samples. Sorry.
No, that's some of them were samples. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm sure it's fine. I really like the idea of making Carl like the logo. I think we can still convince Mom of making Carl the logo for the store. Like, I think that would be.
Mom seemed very confused about the whole thing.
I think I timed the request poorly. You know, it was between the green tea and the coffee. It was, I don't know. It's
right. I just got like really excited, so I feel like I'm gonna burp or throw up or I don't know. It's like the opposite of what Mom gets.
Oh man, that must be nice.
What?
To not like be like, I feel like I'm a rocket, like, but I'm like bolted to the launch pad, just like all the time.
Oh, like you're just like a can that's getting shaked and it's not going to come out.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm all Gorilla Glue. I'm like getting shaken up, but stuck.
I don't know. Like with babies, you like pat them on the back. Is that I know we're not really touchy. Is that too light?
No, I'm just broken. It's fine.
Oh. Okay.
scissors. Cut to Clive and Natalie 1 year later. Oh, wow. 1 year anniversary. Hard to believe, honey. Hard to believe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Hard to believe.
Hard to believe, honey. Hard to believe.
I mean, what a year. A fire. And, you know, we're still here. We're doing it. Like, I couldn't be prouder of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little mad at your sister still.
We're not going to get into it.
I'm learning to get over it. You know, my
anniversary
therapy
day
is helping me with, radical acceptance that I've accepted that your sister.
Let's stop right there.
You know, me and Mike are going well.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought I saw his car last night.
What do you mean, Clive? You don't have to insinuate anything.
Okay, I thought I figured out that he stayed over last night.
Well, yes, honey, he stayed over, but
that's great.
Okay.
That's great.
Your
Not
mother
everything
has sex, okay?
I'm fine with that. I honestly, I can't
Your
wear this in a
mother
better. I can't wear this in a better way.
Unprotected
What?
sex in every room of the house.
I was going to say I prefer that, but you threw some extra information in there that I no longer.
Oh, well, we don't do it in your old room. No.
That wasn't the part I was worried about. One sister's enough.
Oh, honey. Believe me, this is closed for business, okay?
Okay, well, I would like you to maintain your health. You know,
I haven't had a menstrual cycle in 5 years.
Is it the anniversary of that too?
What?
That's okay. Not important. Anyway.
Dry as a bone, as long as not dry as a bone, but you know.
The acknowledgement that you have sex was enough. I think we can stop. I'm excited for.
I'm just trying to listen, honey. I'm just trying to, express my feelings because my part of my problem before was bottling everything up. Put them in a nice tight bottle and putting that cap on there.
Oh yeah, I know. Me too. But
pop off,
Oh yeah. Yep. Like Coke and Mentos.
Coke and Mentos.
I'm glad we are all learning to share as a team, and especially if we start to have more employees, like that's going to be important. They're people. We're all people.
Oh, well, they can know about my sex life. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it with anybody because
maybe we have different levels.
I'm a woman.
Your
mother's a woman.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Maybe. Hey, maybe you could be the next cardboard cutout that we put in an aisle to provide helpful information about our products. Like Carl with the cat toys was a huge success.
That was great.
Imagine you just like, here are our condoms. And then you could use the condoms and
honey,
recommend one.
Condom crafts.
Cut to the Dunkin' Donuts with Jordan. It's the only problem is I'm still getting used to her blurting out sex stuff when we're in public places, but otherwise we're doing great.
That's so embarrassing, though. It's just inappropriate. Like she's like an upstanding member of the community now.
I know, but she's less angry. She's she's like on a pretty consistent euphoric mood instead of how she was. I don't want to say crazy because that's
right.
pejorative,
No,
but how she.
but like, God, it sends chills. Like, I know it's good for the moment, but whenever she's just consistently like that for a while, it's gonna
Yeah.
watch like
I know.
watch out.
I know. She's great. I mean, I just love being with her, and I'm sorry things are still tense between you guys.
Well,
But
I couldn't be responsible for her mood anymore. So if she's taking responsibility for herself, that's all I can. You're such a nice guy, Mike. Like, you really could have been an asshole. Not you know what I mean.
I know. I mean, I have to admit, like a year ago, I was really threatened by the store opening. I actually came that day to kind of, I came that day to spy on what you all were doing and see what was happening. But you guys have, I mean, the whole cat thing, people love that, and that's not my store. I'm like, different. So yeah, so that, and I know it's more them than you now. I that sucks, but y'all did something really good, and we're both successful. And yeah, your mom and I are together, and it's weird, but it's working.
Yeah, the blueberry is good. Sorry, they were. Anyway, I'm glad.
You're good. Are you good? That's what I want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, I'm trying my pet sitting gig. I think it's going pretty well, but it is, no, you never know when, like any freelance, pretty variable.
Did I see on Facebook you were driving some Uber also?
Yeah, and Lyft.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen that where people have like both signs. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, I get to choose my own hours. I accidentally turned it on one morning when I was just in my pajamas. But I got a ride. She was really nice. She tipped extra because,
well, that's good.
I don't know. I guess looked like I was working hard.
This is why I was worried when y'all opened that store. You all got good business brains.
Oh.
All three of you.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
That's Mike and Clive at Mike's store. Wow.
Yeah.
40 years.
I know. Yeah, 40 years. We're not going to do a huge thing. 40 is a weird number.
Yeah.
I can tell you this. We're going to do like some 40% off special stuff. And,
nice.
Yeah, but things are going. I mean, Clive, I told you this town Danbury could support two of these places, and you found like the niche with that.
Yeah.
The cat stuff and you got great displays, and people know they're going to come in there for some fun stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe. What do you have? 3 cats in there now?
4 now.
4.
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you? Okay, it's not a trade secret because I don't have cats. How does the place not stink?
Like those car air fresheners.
Mm-hmm.
They're in our ventilation system.
Oh.
So it's just all day. Like, and we have to be vigilant about the cats, obviously.
I just thought it was your mom that smelled that good. I don't want to make you feel awkward or anything.
Oh no. Is it coming home on her?
How it's not how weird is it? It's got to be something. It's weird. We own the same kind of store. We're kind of competitors, but we're not. And we're dating, and it's got to be weird for you.
Well, I'm not going to call you dad, but
no, I was. I mean,
other than that, it's
weird. I'm kind of like equal distance in age between you and your mom.
Yeah.
I mean, you were my boss. I mean, I was your boss.
Yeah.
But no, I would. Oh my God, that would be the dumbest and weirdest thing ever. I would never make you call me dad. We're not getting married. We're not getting married.
No?
I don't think so.
You
Cut
sound
to
like me right
Jordan.
now.
Yeah.
Cut to Jordan on the side of the road. Yeah, I'm gonna call my brother. Yeah, I know it's totaled. It's ringing.
Hello?
Hey, Clive, are you busy right now? Are you
I'm just at the store, fronting some stuff. So no, I'm pretty free.
okay? Well, I don't wanna bother you, but I'm kind of on the side of Biddle and 39th.
Oh, okay. You
I
break
like
down.
shit myself, and then it went down my leg. So I was wearing like those pants, and then my foot slipped, and I hit like the gas, and then it hit a fire
Oh my
hydrant,
God.
and here we are. And
What?
are you
You
on
okay?
speakerphone? Are you on?
Yeah.
speakerphone?
Yes, I'm on speakerphone. Here, I'll go to the back.
Look, I only said those things because you're my brother. I didn't want everybody to hear it.
Honey,
But if you have pants,
It's fine.
who are you talking to?
It's Jordan.
Jordan, honey, are you okay?
That's all.
I could use a change of clothes. Just give them to Clive.
What?
I could use a change of clothes. Just give them to Clive, and he's gonna bring them to me.
She's fine. I'm gonna get her. An accident.
Another accident?
No, not like that. She's fine.
You take care of the.
Okay, I got the store. Jordan, I love you, honey.
Okay, I'm putting you on regular, not speakerphone.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, I mean this was.
No, obviously.
Kind of my livelihood. They're asking if I want to take it straight to a junkyard.
Get photos first. You want to get insurance. Here, just here. Stay on the phone. I'm gonna get in the car, and I'll be right there.
Cut to Natalie and Mike.
Hey.
Hey, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's
this display. You give these amazing displays, and sometimes you can't see me.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on one second. Okay. Honey, are you here?
Yeah.
Whoop. Oh, there you are.
Right. I did move.
I just wanted to tell you how much this past year has meant.
It's been great. Yeah.
And I think maybe it's time for us to take things to the next level.
Okay.
I know that I'm open to it if you are.
Okay. Let's just speak honestly. What do you mean by next level? Because that could mean lots of different things.
I got us a cat.
Oh my gosh.
And he could be your store cat if you want.
Oh no, store cats is your thing. I'm not stealing your thing. That's your thing.
You don't want the cat?
I want the cat. I just don't want it at the store. For home, if
you don't love the cat, look at him.
He's beautiful. If you want to move in together and have the cat as our cat at home, I would love that.
Move in together?
Yeah, I thought that's what the next level.
I'd love to.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. I didn't mean that reaction was not an anti-cat thing. I just think the store cats is you guys, okay? That's so I love the cat. He's beautiful.
Yes.
And if it's our cat, maybe we should have a place together.
I do.
Okay.
I will.
Okay. Okay. One step at a time, hon. One step at a time. Okay. No, but this is great. This is great. And we can figure out where, like, if we want to move into, if we want to get a new place, or we want to get our own, or combine, or go to one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I definitely want to do it. It's been a great year. I I know the whole thing with the fire, it could have just taken you down, but you're so resilient. You're so special.
I know.
So we can have a nice little place and like have Clive and Jordan over for dinner and
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about Clive and Jordan.
okay.
I think it would be a good idea if we all lived together as a family. Actually, now that I'm thinking about combining lives, Jordan's a little wayward and Clive is so
Yeah,
mhm.
I didn't expect that, but that is something that's definitely I wouldn't. I love your kids. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, why not? I mean, how is Jordan? I saw her earlier, and she's like,
She had an accident, shit her pants, car's totaled.
What is she okay?
She shit her pants.
Cut to Clive and
Okay,
Jordan at her apartment. Yeah, I don't know why I asked for a change of clothes. Like I wasn't gonna change like right there, but at least I got to sit on them and not sit on your seat with. It made sense. And then as soon as you showed up, I'm sorry, we've talked about this. I'll just.
It's okay. I hope it's okay, but I invited Mom and Mike over.
To my place?
Yeah, I think I think you need some, like, we all just need to be together, and like you've had a really rough day, and
What the
I
fuck?
thought
No.
I talked to Mom. She's gonna be cool.
Ding dong. Honey, open up. It's
I'll
mommy.
get it if you want to. I'll get it if you want to change.
It's Mommy and Mike. Honey.
You want me to call her?
Yeah,
Honey.
we have to.
Honey.
I'm gonna get like a complaint from the neighbors or something.
Are you guys in there? I think I can hear you. Are you in there?
Yes.
Ding dong.
Guys, come on in.
Hey.
Are you all right? Honey.
Yeah,
Here.
I
Jordan,
heard.
come here. Just
No, you don't want to. I haven't even showered yet.
honey, hug me. Hug me. I've seen it all. I've seen it all.
I know that was when I was a kid though. That was.
Give her a hug.
I'd rather not think about you. See, things have changed. I've grown up.
Honey, you're not the first person to diarrhea your pants in the car, okay?
I've sharded before.
Okay. Why are you here though? I mean, if it's not a big deal, why is everybody suddenly coming over to my place?
We came to check on you, and also Mike and I have an announcement.
Yeah, we want to tell you guys.
Oh, you do?
Should I shower first? Is there going to be pictures?
No, I don't think not right now, but I'm gonna preempt this by saying it's not that your mom's pregnant, because that's
dried up.
She's
Nope.
very clear. She's dry down there.
That's
She's dry.
unnecessary.
I'm sorry if you're trying to copulate with her.
Honey, listen.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I regret this now. Go
Jordan.
ahead.
Jordan, Clive,
Yes.
we're all moving in together.
What do you mean?
Live together. You, me, Jordan, Mike, we're all the cats. We're all gonna live together. One big happy family.
your mom and I decided to take that next step.
Yep.
Whoa.
And what's better than to have you guys to give you some stability and some support and some love.
Let's
Bank accounts. Bank accounts will give me that.
Yeah.
Fill a bank account. Let me spend from it.
Well, honey, you're only 32 years old. I don't know when you'll be ready for that kind of thing.
She's ready now. Jordan, you don't need a bank account. You're fine. You can do it.
I really can't believe you ungrateful, treacherous little children.
Oh, honey.
This way on the day of my big. This is my big day.
Honey, settle down. Okay. Don't need to call them names. I know it's a lot to process, guys. We're gonna get it. We get a
word of advice.
Yeah.
Don't talk to her like that. That's how the last divorce happened. If you even want to get married, which I don't think you do. So, maybe adjust your framing and don't say your mom and I. What did you think we were going to do with our individual apartments, Mom? Do you think we were just going to move out?
Yes. Don't
What?
you want to live with mommy?
No,
No.
I'm 35.
32. We're adults. We function like you all have a business together where everything is separate. We can't even be on your health insurance.
You shat your pants today, honey. You're practically a toddler.
Everyone shits their
Oh, I'm
pants.
sorry. I thought everybody did it. I thought you sharted once, Mike.
From time to time.
I'm just being quiet now.
Oh, great. Yeah, be quiet. I'm the bad guy.
No, oh my God! I tried to help before, and I'm gonna step outside.
Yeah, we should let Jordan shower. Maybe the pizza's already coming, so
What kind of pizza?
Angelo's.
What's on it?
Cheese.
Nothing else?
No, because
You know I love anchovies.
I didn't think.
You invite me over and there's no anchovies on the pizza. And I'm a big mess of a mother.
Are you done? There's probably some sardines for the cats in here if you want them.
Cheese. I'll just have the cheese.
Thanks. That's good. You're welcome.
Honey. Jordan.
I'll go get the pizza.
Jordan, are you all right, honey?
I think I ate some bad tuna, but I will survive.
That's mommy's girl.
Okay.
I love you. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, honey. I was about to come out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's okay. I'm learning to deal with all of my emotions. Sometimes
They'll come around. We'll get a place they can move into, and it'll happen when they're ready.
Okay.
We're not going to be ready. Yeah, just you need to move in together. I have a girlfriend. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Ooh.
Don't upset your mother,
Serious?
kids.
Is
Don't
it
upset
serious?
your mother.
She pregnant? You're gonna move.
Not
Did
pregnant.
you get a
No.
girl pregnant?
Oh my God.
Is she wet down there instead of dry like mom?
That's our second.
That's our show. You will not get that answer.
Oh my God. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
We are Dreamweaver,
No.
and that was a ride. Oh my goodness. Thank you. You can catch us here once a month. We are also on Socially Distant Improv on the second Tuesday,
Yeah.
9?
8:30.
8:30. And we are not in the March Madness of improv anymore. There was a judge's inquiry, and
We were too good.
we're too good. We're too good for it.
It wouldn't be fair.
But you can catch the March Madness of Improv every night from 9 to 11 on Highwire's Facebook page and Socially Distant Improv's Facebook page. So you can check that out. And we're going to have another show here in 3 minutes. So I'm going to get us prepared for that.
Thanks.
I know I'm in it. Jenny, you're in it, aren't you?
Oh.
Yes, you are.
Oh my.
Oh
Um,
my.
Good goal.
So you will be seeing Half Scripted in a few minutes, and then you'll see The Great Gritty at 10. But besides shows every night, we have workshops.
What? Like
We
what,
have-
Brian?
Fantastic workshops. We have 3 special ones coming up. One is tomorrow. Approach to Dramatic Improv with Kim Alou.
Still sign up for. There are still
Yeah.
there. She's taking unlimited auditing spots. So if
Yeah, so you can you won't participate, but you get to watch the class and then ask questions at the end.
and it's pay what you can. It's pay what you can.
That's true. That's right. Yes, that's a pay what you can. Then next Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have a fantastic workshop, and I'm getting the description up here. Play Like an Ally with Stephen Davidson. Stephen is
Of London.
what's that?
What?
He's in London.
Yes.
Oh.
He's in London. He is, I guess, owner or director of Impromiscuous,
Oh,
which does a lot. Both okay. It does a lot of great stuff around uh, supporting people and playing with physicality and romance and stuff like that. So Stephen's gonna have this workshop. It's a 3-hour workshop to get you, whether you play, you teach, or coach or whatever, to make sure everybody feels welcome and make sure it's a very diverse and welcoming space for everybody. You're going to learn awareness of what players need and what they're bringing to the table when you're in a group. How you can work with differently abled or neurodiverse people or people with English as their second language. There's going to be a lot of ways just to make you a more well-rounded improviser to perform with all kinds of people. This is going to be a great class. We're really happy to have Stephen working with us on this. So sign up for that is $25, but there are scholarships available.
Yep.
And then March 27th and March 28th, we have a 2-day acapella online musical intensive. Getting the title exactly right here.
Aka kidding me?
Aka.
Oh,
That's an old joke.
So this is being run by Lisa Lynn, who is based. She's in the UK also, right, Kristen?
Okay, she's with a group called Acapella. They do acapella improv. It's totally fantastic. It's a 2-day intensive. You can take one of the days on their own. They're $45 if you just want to do one. And it's $80 for the whole weekend. You can't do the second day unless you've taken a commensurate workshop with Acapella like at another time. But if you have and you want to skip the first day and just do the second day, you can do that. It's $45 or it's $80 for the whole weekend. We have scholarships available for that as well. And it's super fun. She's a really fantastic lady, really smart, super talented. And if you go to acapella.com, you can see some of their performances and stuff too. And they are fantastic. This is one you want to like definitely get to.
Yeah, these are 2 great workshops. We also have Singing Saturdays with Velvet Walls on April 3rd, the 3rd installment of that. That's been great. And we have more workshops coming. It's just been fantastic the work Kristen and other folks have put in to put these workshops together. So we're very excited about that. Go to highwireimprov.com to the classes page. Is Carl getting it? Carl's jealous of Dionysus.
Oh my gosh, so jealous.
Carlos starts with
But yeah, so check that stuff out, and they're also on our Facebook page and on our Eventbrite page where you can actually order. So, okay, we're gonna turn off our cameras here for a sec and get the half scripted people over here. I'm gonna talk while they do that and get the music ready because Andy Mack loves a certain special song when he comes over for Half Scripted. So this next show coming up, Half Scripted, is there'll be 2-person scenes. One person has a script and will stick to that script, and the other person is going to improvise completely. And it creates just delightful chaos, and it is one of our favorite shows every month. And it looks like everybody is here. So we're going to get set up and, oh, how'd that happen? Whoa, what's going on? We are going to get set up to welcome to the stage the host of Half Scripted. Give it up for the wonderful Andy McIntyre.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the March edition of Half Scripted. The show with just enough improv for Highwire to let it on their airwaves. Really excited for this month's show. We got a bunch of old faces, a couple of new faces. It's going to be a really, really wonderful show. As Brian explained just a few moments ago, in this show, it's not like a typical improv set where everybody is making things up on the spot in the moment. One of the players has prepared a script of some previously existing work, whether TV, film, stage, whatever, just something that's previously existed. The scripted person is going to stick to their script no matter what. The improvised person is going to try to hold it all together, make sense of it. It's probably not going to make sense, and that's most of the joy of it. It is one of my favorite things that I get to sit here and introduce and then sit back and laugh. So hopefully all of you watching out there on the internet, make sure you're doing the same thing. Sit back, laugh, enjoy, talk about what you like in the chats, do all the things. It's going to be great. Let's get right to our first scene. To start the show off, we have Doug Cooper and Julia Hall. Did you recognize me?
Oh my gosh. No. Wow. Sorry. I totally didn't recognize you.
Sylvia.
Gerald. Wow. Wow. It has been some time.
Well, I'm sort of bald.
I didn't want to say it, but you're
sort of heavier than I once was, sort of almost fat.
Oh, you look great. No, you look great, and it's so good to see you. I've been thinking about college a lot lately.
I've been institutionalized for the past 8 months.
Oh, God. Oh, Gerald, that's awful.
Just kidding, kiddo.
I believed you. I really, that was mean. That was actually really mean.
Stop.
But you're okay. You're okay, right?
Stop saying Tom like that. You've said Tom after every sentence, Sylvia.
Gerald, I think you're still paranoid because I cheated on you with Tom senior year of college, and I really think you need to let it go.
Very funny, Syl.
I've apologized, and we're not together anymore. I didn't even recognize you, and I'm really just here to get my target on. So
nice to see you haven't changed.
That's rude. Yeah, I declared bankruptcy a few years ago because I maxed out all my credit card shopping, but I've been doing really great lately. So, get off your high horse.
Well, for one thing, you were sort of an eccentric, weren't you, Syl? I mean, never one to do things the usual way.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's a good thing, though, right? I mean, who can say that they rode a horse down to their first class in college, right?
Lack of soul, Syl? Tore us apart, Syl? Still writing plays?
No, I haven't really picked up my plays lately. Just been busy.
Got out of banking long ago. No soul in banking.
Well, they wouldn't really let me be in banking anymore after the bankruptcy and credit card debt. So, they kind of frown upon that. So yeah, I do plan to get back to my creative pursuits, my soulful endeavors, if you will.
Since I became a singer.
Oh, you're a singer? Oh, wow. Huh.
A singer.
Good for you. I'd love to see you perform sometime.
What does music have to do with anything?
You brought it up, Gerald. God.
No, I lip sync.
All right, listen, Gerald. Is this okay? Look, I'm sorry that I told you that Tom was better in bed than you. I'm sorry. Okay, but this is just ridiculous.
Where?
Where did we do it?
You wouldn't know it.
I was there. I think I would know.
A place called Geppetto's Workshop.
Okay, all right. It was an art studio. Okay, it was classy. Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Okay. It's great to see you. I'm going to go and get my bath stuff. Okay. Over there.
It's not a gay club, Sylvia. Jesus. It's a club for drag queens.
Oh, well, that's great. Good for you, Gerald. I'm proud of you. Okay.
Stop calling me Tom.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you can tell he's on my mind.
Greta.
Good for you, Greta.
Would you please, God, please just stop it, please? 3 minutes and it's already back to the same old horror. You know what? I'm so glad we ran into each other today, because now I know we did the right thing in breaking up. God, why can't you leave me alone? I'm an adult now, Sil. I'm not a kid anymore, Sil. I've cured my chronic hives. I've been to hell and back again, and I've learned a lot about myself. And if I need to stand up on stage in fishnet hose and 3-inch heels and belt out Bette Midler tunes just to feel like a whole person, then that's okay. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. That's
and
fine.
You know why? You know why? Because I love it. Do you have any idea what it feels like to put on foundation and falsies and sexy underwear?
Yes.
And the finer points like mascara, eyeliner, lipstick, the wig.
I know.
The wig. Still, oh, how I love that wig.
Good.
It's blonde, it's Germanic, and when I step on stage, I know I'm beautiful.
Good for you. The pantyhose is on sale at Target today.
And scene. Oh man. Tying it all back to Target. Give it up for Doug and Julia. That was a scene from Will You Please Shut Up by Dan O'Brien. Indianapolis's most famous playwright. Great show, great scene. We are going to keep it rolling right along. We've got a regular featured player here on Half Scripted, Brian Shea, and the one, the only, Robin Stegman. I think.
Thanks.
There it is.
Wait a minute. Didn't we do his graduation with your family last year?
You're thinking of Timmy. Timmy graduated last year.
Cashew?
Yeah, John, I'm starting to get really worried about the amount that you're mixing our kids up.
Oh yeah, that one. And that wasn't help. That was more like hurt.
Okay, I feel like the reason why Peter, we've spent thousands in therapy, is because you keep referring to the kids as that one and this one.
Oh well, cashews, peanuts, and almonds. I knew it was some nut from your family.
Okay, again, nobody thinks it's cute that you just call them varietals of a nut family.
My family's a mess. Your family's a mess. Your family travels in messy herds like elephants.
Okay, my family have to move with the potato harvest. You knew that.
Yes, like elephants. The minute something goes wrong with one elephant, here comes the herd to mess things up. And the biggest elephant leading the drama is your Aunt Clara. I can't stand that woman. She should get paid for her opinions. I tell you, she'd be a billionaire.
Okay, one, Aunt Clara would get paid for her opinions, okay? She's like a farmer's almanac. That person knows where the potatoes are growing. She has led our family on the hunt for years.
Well, let me take a stab at another valid point. Babe, I've heard of Peanut. Everybody either has a friend or a cousin or an uncle named Peanut. But don't you think it's a little weird to name someone Cashew? Cashew is even bad for your family.
Okay, again, you came up with the weird nicknames, and now you're coming in here like it's something that we originated.
What? Then I must get going.
Okay, yeah, please get going. going, because if you're not going to help pick up these russets, then it is over.
Honest mistake. It could happen to anyone.
No, it's not an honest mistake. We're potato farmers. You don't mistake a Yukon Gold for a russet, Jonathan.
You sound like that old bat aunt of yours.
Again, she is a national treasure. She knows where all of the potatoes are growing from Michigan to Montana.
Yes, Aunt Clara, the one I said should be in a convalescent home.
Yeah, I do remember when you said that, and we said, no, even though Aunt Clara needs a lot of care, she has a way. She just knows.
She meddles and she's messy. Honey, I gotta go. You need anything while I'm out?
Yes, I need you to help clean up these potatoes. It's the middle of the harvest season. What is more important?
Let me stop you right there. I don't buy feminine products for no woman.
Okay, you have two beautiful daughters, all right? And if you're not going to go out in those potato fields, somebody needs to at least help to make sure they can go work the potatoes.
Oh, when I see a real man, I'll give him your number. Let me ask you this. When have I ever asked you to buy products for this area?
I guess we forgot about the incident when you got jockstrap from going to the ladies' club.
Baby.
You didn't even try to make it up. You just said the ladies' club. You didn't say from the YMCA in Idaho.
But baby, men just don't like carrying that junk through the store. You know Leroy, don't you?
Yeah, I know Leroy, okay? He's even a worse potato picker than you.
Well, his wife must have hypnotized him into buying those products. Tyrone saw him and the fellows ribbed him till he was near about in tears.
Okay, Jonathan, maybe you just need new friends because it doesn't take hypnotism to get a man to support his family.
Yeah, I did. And you know what that big purple box with the white flower did for my social life? Girls wouldn't even look my way.
Okay, that was purple potato flour, and I was trying something new so that we could get out of these god-awful fields, and I feel like you just keep mocking me for it.
Explain? I protested.
Like you're protesting a lot, Jonathan, okay? All I want you to do is pick up some goddamn russets.
Let me off the hook. Are you kidding? Mama gave me a right hook to the top of my head. You know that scar where hair won't grow?
Yeah, I do. And again, you totally deserved it for mixing up a Yukon Gold and a russet. They're very different potatoes, Jonathan.
That was the result of my protest.
That was the result of you not doing the work. Again, if you're gonna bring this up in summer, that makes sense. There's no potatoes to pick in summer, but we're right there and the crop is high.
That's because you women need those products all the time.
Yeah, once a month. And the fact that you don't understand that this thing comes around once a month, everybody in your home is synced. It comes around at the exact same time every month, Jonathan.
Yeah, because you women want to be a man's everything all the time. Our doctor, our lawyer, our dentist, our urologist, our dermatologist, our cardiologist.
Jonathan, I would get down on my goddamn knees if any of my kids became a doctor or urologist or anything beyond throwing their hands in some dirt and plucking out a big starch rocket.
Scene.
That scene had another 7 minutes, but you have to end on Starch Rocket.
Yeah.
So let that be a note to everybody. If Starch Rockets come up again, I'm going to make sure to call it. That is the life of the itinerant potato farmer. We don't shed enough light on the real stories that need to get heard, and that's one of them. That we need to know about those potato farmers. Give it up one more time for Brian and Robin. That was wonderful.
Awesome.
And oh man, it's two scenes, 2 mentions of undergarments and undercarriage and all that stuff. We're setting a theme tonight, folks. Let's just keep it rolling. We've got coming up right now, we've got Wendy Lewis and making his half-scripted debut, Mr. Roy Taff.
I rescue you from certain death, and instead of gratitude, you mock me.
You're a lifeguard. It's your job.
That can't go unpunished. No Letterman for 3 nights.
You can't come into my house and make these rules. I appreciate the mouth-to-mouth. I appreciate the compressions, but this is getting a bit intrusive, honestly.
Okay.
All right, good. At least we've come to some common ground. So I'd like you to leave my house if you could.
How many dead?
How many dead? How many dead? Well, I guess I've got 2 or 3 of their albums. You know, not a real big fan, but they're an okay band. I mean, it's kind of the groupie thing that throws me off.
Is it Lassa fever, Ebola, what?
I am fine. I have told you this before. Stop trying to take my temperature and orally, please. God. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. This is my house. The law says that I control my house. So again, I'm going to ask you and thank you for saving my life. Please leave.
Robbie, I know I'm the last guy you do a favor for, but I've got no one else to ask.
Okay. You did save my life. I owe you one. What can I help you with?
Well, then just listen.
Okay.
I've got to go to Zaire.
Zaire? Like the one in Africa?
So they can die of some weird disease like Stripes did?
Stripes? Oh, I'm sorry about your cat. I didn't know that was your cat. I didn't know that I came into the lifeguard shed and I was woozy and I passed out, and I apologize for that again. And I think going abroad would be a good idea for you. I think you can save lives all over the world.
Look, Robbie, if I had any other choice, I wouldn't be here.
Okay, and I appreciate it again. Again, I owe you one. So what can I do for you? I mean, if you want me to pay you for tickets to Zaire, I could do that.
I won't be gone long.
I don't care. I really don't care how long you're gone. It's a long trip, by the way. I mean, several stops. I mean, I'm checking already, and there's like 3 stops. So whatever you need is fine with me.
I'll be back before that.
Okay, that I may have moved by then. I may, just to let you know, I move from place to place, so maybe not come back here when you come back.
It wasn't all my fault, Robbie.
No, it was my fault. I had eaten less than an hour before swimming. I had gone on, I wasn't the strongest swimmer. I understand that. There was a rip tide. You warned me. So I completely agree. It was my fault. And Stripes was my fault too. I've apologized for that.
Okay.
All right. So just Zaire, that's all you need. And we'll be good. We'll be even.
You got a place yet?
No, I told you I move occasionally, but I'm not moving now. This is my place. This is where I'm at right now. And my wife and kids are in the other room. So if you could just give me a little space, please.
The first thing you'll do is spend the whole night unpacking. You'll stay up till dawn, but you'll get everything in its place.
I don't know how you know this about me. First of all, I mean, you know my first name. That's a little creepy. I never told you my first name. And secondarily, I'm a bit of an anal retentive. I get it. But are you spying on me? Are you watching me when I'm home alone?
Nothing in my life has been organized since you left, Robbie.
Okay. your shed, the whole lifeguard shed, I did start to organize some things. I put the floaties by size, but it wasn't, again, I was delusional. I had a lack of oxygen. I swallowed a lot of salt water.
You know, this is the only evidence on earth that I was ever graceful.
Oh, come on, you're better than that. I'm sure the other lifeguards think you're just super graceful. I mean, the way you ran in slow motion when you saved me, that was very graceful.
Nah, people might see it, get the wrong impression.
About you and I, or being graceful?
Or
No,
less.
Right. I mean, and I don't think that people will judge you in Zaire. You did your job. You saved my life. You're a lifeguard and you saved my life. And this is the least I could do to help you.
Where the hell's Yaffy?
Again, my youngest child is none of your business, okay? I don't know how you know Yaffy is the baby in the house. This is intrusive. This is crossing a line.
We need him now. Who's going to read the electron micrographs?
He's 3 years old. I don't think he has any comprehension of, and what do lifeguards have to do with electron micrographs? It's pretty much just floaties and like the little nose clip things and a lot of sunscreen.
You can't even read a Playboy pinup.
That was my private time. That was my time. I don't even have a window in my bathroom. How did you see me on? Okay. After Zaire, that's it. I'm cutting you off. You're not welcome back here, okay?
We can't wait.
I don't want to wait. I want you to move on. I think it's good for both of us. I think this is the right step. I mean, Zaire sounds like a wonderful opportunity.
Sure. We're going into very dangerous territory.
I am in complete agreement, and I don't know why we're talking like this, but that is fine.
Begging your pardon, General, I don't think you are. You've only had the most cursory training on how to avoid contamination. Concerns for your safety would distract us.
Okay. That was a role-playing game, and I was a general. Are you stalking me online as well? It's getting a little.
I'm not comfortable.
Neither am I. Not comfortable at all.
No, sir.
No. So let's just get you the ticket, and you can get to Zaire, and you can save more people's lives. Because again, I owe you. Thank you.
Bullshit.
Okay. All right. I don't mean to be abrupt, but you've obviously been stalking me. You've watched me in my house. You know the names of my children. You know what I do on role play games. This is getting a little far. So please, let's just keep this business-like and we'll be fine, okay?
Rafferty, rock and roll with this bird.
Okay. All right. That dog is dead in the backyard. Rafferty has been dead for a while. That's just creepy. I didn't even know you and Rafferty was alive. He's a good boy. He was a good boy.
I want to know just one thing.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Can you read electron micrographs as well as you can run?
Is that a threat? It sounds like a threat.
Have you ever seen filovirus infection in a human being?
I don't even know what filovirus is. Does it have to do with the pastry? Or is that philo? Is that
It's about as pretty as going naked up the middle against the Dallas Cowboys.
okay? That was a bet, and that was back in. And I don't even know how you know about that because I've had my record scrubbed and I wasn't charged as an adult.
I hope so, because if you can't, you'll make a mistake. You'll be holding a needle and it'll slip, or your glove will have a crack in it and you won't notice.
Okay.
You work with filoviruses, it's like working with plutonium. A single drop of blood can hold 6 billion. That's more filoviruses than there are people in the world.
You're a very well-educated lifeguard, and I don't mean that to be offensive in any way. You know a lot about this specific virus, and I've got to respect that because it tells me that you're trying to move to another career. Maybe that's why Zaire's on the thing. So I think again, this is a good thing, and I can you just understand that I just want to move on, okay?
You get a single one of those inside you, you're infected. Say you're lucky and it's one of the few filoviruses we have an antiserum for. Then we can treat you and you'll probably live. But say you're unlucky and you get one of those filoviruses we don't have an antiserum for, which is most of them. There's no medicine, no cure, nothing we can do to help you. Your body gets so hot, your liver, your kidney, all your vital organs melt and your skin turns into tapioca pudding.
I'm really not sure if this is a threat or not at this juncture. I mean, when you say anti-serum, is that like an old-timey word for vaccine or something?
MC.
Oh, goodness gracious. That was delightful. Give it up for Roy and Wendy. I forgot to mention that Brian and Robin, their scene was from Candy Run by Vanita Thompson. And the scene you just watched was from Outbreak. And that was written by Lawrence Dworet and Robert Roy Poole, the classic 90s disease thing. Totally a work of fiction. No bearing on the world we live in now at all. I'm sad. So let's move on into another delightful scene. This time we have Genevieve O'Keefe performing with Jess Henkin. Give it up for him. Woo!
Oh.
Do you remember me?
Yeah. How's it going?
Do you still think I'm attractive?
Yes, you look great. I'm gonna assume you're having your usual venti latte.
Do you still want to take me home?
I can give you a ride after my shift. I am happy.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm not. Wow. Like, see, I thought that it was just like a customer, like barista situation here. I'm not that fast about things, like not at all.
This place looks like something out of a men's magazine.
Yeah, I guess the people who style Starbucks have like I would say they probably are male design. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Neither am I.
I like the song.
Yeah, it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes. Venti, the venti latte, coming right up.
Cheers.
I don't have. Okay, let me just get a little thing of water. I've had a lot of caffeine already. Cheers. Okay.
So is this how it normally works?
It's usually much busier. Like you're the only customer in here, so that's interesting.
Like how you woo a woman, you take them back to your granite countered bachelor pad and put on the perfect song and make them a drink.
I have never done that. That sounds amazing. Oh my God. Just the fact that you think that I would do that is like, I feel like I'm being pranked. Am I being pranked?
Uh-huh.
I am?
And then you sleep with them?
No, I think maybe you, no, I actually, no, I can see you're getting upset. Let me be really clear. I don't think you are, I think you have me mixed up
Okay.
with someone who's very sexual. I'm not a sexual person at all.
So that's what happens next. We sleep together.
So I'm very confused. I would like that because objectively you are very attractive and I am confused about like where I am as far as the spectrum. I know that there are people who clearly identify as gay and clearly identify as straight, and I've always been kind of like in this middle ground. But I don't.
Okay. I'm just very nervous.
Well, so am I, right?
Okay. I know at the bar I seemed very confident, but I was more like soaking wet and cold and trying to be dramatic. So
just came out of the rain, and when you ordered down there, things felt different. Now you are drier.
No, not adorable, sexy, R-rated sexy. Because I know what happens in the PG version of tonight. I get really drunk and I pass out and you kiss my forehead and you put a blanket over me and nothing happens. But that's not why I'm here.
Okay.
You are going to bang.
I guess I get off at 4 o'clock and I live with my mom, but I think she might be going for a walk at for 45 minutes, so that she usually gets back at 5 o'clock. So we'd have a very finite window to do what you're asking.
I'm here to bang the hot guy from the bar. Who hit on me.
All right, I guess I am also here to bang, but only from 4:15 until 4:45 because she will not understand what's happening.
I do. We're gonna bang, and I'm finally gonna do something exciting and dangerous, and Liz can blow me.
Who is Liz?
Okay. This is happening.
Okay. Yes. It's okay. I feel so honored. I mean, thank you.
Take off your shirt.
Huh? It's my uniform.
I need to stop thinking. Take off your shirt.
But it's my uniform. There's cameras. I will get in a lot of trouble. And there might be customers coming. Right now, there's just a torrent of rain, which is keeping people away. But this could stop at any time. I can't. All right, here we go.
Crap.
What's wrong?
It's like you're photoshopped.
Really? Really? Gosh. Wow. Thanks so much. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Really?
No way. Not with all of that happening.
It's like okay, I'm gonna put it back on. I'm just gonna get in trouble.
So, do you prefer to do it here or in the bedroom?
I don't think there's a bedroom at Starbucks, but I definitely have a bedroom at my mom's house. We just have to wait until 4 o'clock.
Let's go there. Good, let's go there.
Hey, do you want to just sit in a corner? Read the newspaper until I have 2.5 hours more on my shift.
Pillow is amazing. It forms perfectly to the shape of my head.
How did you bring a pillow? Where did that pillow come? Is it like a travel pillow? Did you have a travel pillow around your neck this whole time?
Are these those foam pillows from Brookstone?
No, I don't know where you got that. I mean, I guess
They are, aren't they? Oh my god, I always wondered who actually buys them. You do. Hot guy from the bar buys them, of course.
I don't have the money to buy anything from Brookstone. That's like a dream catalog. I think it's fascinating that you came in with one, though. Wow.
Sorry. Let's proceed.
Okay. Do you want to sit in the corner and wait for me like we said?
You don't have one of those ridiculous massage chairs, do you?
I mean, I guess our chairs are pretty comfortable, but like,
You totally do.
oh, yeah, that looks like it's massage. Wow, that's strange. I didn't know the chairs could do that.
How much did it cost?
I don't really know what the inventory per price is. Like, I'm gonna guess, I don't know, like $40 each, because a set is roughly 80.
No, I don't want to know anything about you.
Okay. That's fine. I don't have much of a story yet.
Okay. Fine. But then we bang.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, let's do this. Let's bang. Let's bang hard from 4:15 to 4:45.
What's your mom like?
I mean, she's kind of got like early signs of dementia, and like I'm like moved in to
Thanks, Jess.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Thank you, Jess.
Oh man, that was Jess and Genevieve doing a far superior version of a scene from an excellent movie, Crazy Stupid Love, written by Dan Fogelman. I love that movie. I love that scene in that movie. But man, what we just watched was better in literally every way. Who knew that a nervous Starbucks barista was the perfect foil to a very motivated Emma Stone? But man, that, oh goodness gracious, that made me so happy to watch that. That was delightful. We're gonna keep it right on rolling. We've got 2 more scenes, so we're gonna get to our penultimate scene for the night. This is gonna be Rob Wongus and Jenny Van Osdal.
How much?
At least $1 million. At least $1 million for this house. It's got a garage. It's got a greenhouse. Yeah, I'm ready to put it down.
This and the gas?
Yeah, it's got a gas stove, so I don't think I had to pay extra for that. But that's not my area of expertise. So.
And what business is that of yours, friendo?
Oh, I'm a lawyer. In case you couldn't tell, the generic business outfit, the Papa Fun, corporate, mostly.
Didn't mean nothing.
No, people do say that, that it doesn't mean anything, but it pays the bills and it pays for this house. So what the fuck do you care?
I guess that's what passes for man, isn't your cracker view of things?
Yeah. You could say that. Suppose I wouldn't use those words, but I suppose it's accurate. It's fair.
I don't know. Will there?
Will there ever be fairness in this world? I don't know. I'm certainly not on the side of it. Like I said, pays for the house.
With what?
Money. Like from the bank. Like from people whose businesses are going under or who have like a PR scandal and need to split and rejoin. It's money makes the world go around, baby. And you knew this.
Is that what you're asking me? Is there something wrong with anything?
I'm just asking you if I can put money on this house. These snacks are great, by the way. Not a lot of places have them.
You've already asked me that.
I thought it was worth noting. They're real. I mean, you have Munster cheese, you have just all sorts of little goat cheese, you have little slices of bacon. People think that just because I'm willing to drop all of this money and I am who I am, that I won't appreciate these things, and I do. Thank you.
See about closing.
The what building? I'm sorry.
What time do you close?
Well, I could close by 5 o'clock. That's the end of business, banking hours. So I could close. Wow, that's effective.
Now is not a time. What time do you close?
You want to close now? I could. Yeah, I could do it. I could do it now. I could do fuck the snacks. I could just call my bank and does somebody else want it? Oh, Jared wants it. I bet Jared wants it. Fuck Jared.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Jared is just always he's grabbing cases from me. He's grabbing partners from me, both kinds of partners, business and pleasure. He's gonna grab this house from me. I know it. Where the fuck is the bank's number?
I said you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. No power pose, just don't.
What time do you go to bed?
I don't go to bed most nights.
You're a bit deaf, aren't you? I said, what time do you go to bed?
I said I do not. I'm not sure what I'm sorry. I'm not back in it. What does this have to do with this mansion you were trying to get off the market? Exactly.
I could come back then.
Oh. I suppose you already have a key to the place.
Yeah,
Oh.
you said that.
Yeah, I suppose I did when we talked on the phone. You said that you had a key. And
You live in that house out back?
Oh. We have the whole. Jared would never.
You lived here all your life?
Well, I would like to. You don't seem in a hurry for me to call the bank. If you don't mind, I'll.
You married into it.
Fuck.
You married into it.
Okay, but I also put. Okay, I can't say put myself through law school. I went to law school. I passed the bar. I made partner.
I don't have somebody to put it, That's the way it is.
Well, I still have the million, regardless. So I thought we were gonna fuck in the house in the back. You're just really playing with.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
A car. Dignity. Why do you want to do a coin toss? The back or the is this a sexy game?
The most you ever lost on a coin toss.
What do you want to put on this coin toss?
Call it.
Tails.
Yes, just call it.
Tails. Heads. No, this is a hint. Heads. It's a hint. Okay. Heads. Heads.
You need to call it. I can't call it for you. It wouldn't be fair.
It's not a hint. Okay. It's tails. Can we just later? You've got me really flustered. Nice. Jared
Yes,
could never.
You did. Yes, you did. You've been putting up your whole life. You just didn't know. You know what the date is on this coin?
No, I don't even know if it's heads or tails right now.
1958. It's been traveling 22 years to get here. And now, here it is. It's either heads or tails. And you have to say, call it.
Oh, I have to say, call it. This is a riddle. Okay, call it.
Everything.
Heads, tails, call it everything.
You stand to win everything. Call it.
Oh. Okay, so not. Okay, tails. My gut was tails. I power posed first. I've been drinking this lovely tea.
Well done.
Holy shit! Okay, oh my god, this is the best. This is the best. I've never won a case this good. This was the most satisfying day I've had since Jared fucking left.
Don't put it in your pocket.
Got it.
Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter.
Wait, don't. I just put it. Did I unlock it? When I put it in my pocket, is it unlucky?
Anywhere, not your pocket.
Okay. Easy. Is this I'm thinking. Okay, this is not a pocket. You would never say your boobs are a pocket. Okay, I'm back.
Or it would get mixed in with the others and become just a coin.
That's right. No other coins go in here, so it's.
Which it is. See?
Oh man. Thank you so much, Rob and Jenny. That was again a much improved scene from its original work. That's from No Country for Old Men by Joel and Ethan Cohen, based on a book by I think Larry McMurtry, I believe. But man, that was everything. The power pose, all of it was so great. Oh man, that was delightful. We are to our final scene of the night. We have joining us from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Shoshana Daniels and Jason Herbert.
Nah, D. That's a Capanan to the Semichow. Look, okay, we're gonna sell these Avon products to everybody in the neighborhood. Okay, they try to tell me MLM ain't where it's at. No, that's how we getting rich.
Say the nay no, my brother. What a tie.
If talking that shit, sell Avon, do what you do. But look, I got 17 boxes of roll-on deodorant. We got to move it. I don't care who you sell it to. I don't care how you sell it. Make sure we done with this today.
See, my Damie, Pootie Tang don't water tie to the Shamacow, cause that's a Kama Lapa Chai.
I don't care what Pootie do as long as he sell this Avon. Know what? Fine. Have it your way. Okay? Vitamix. I got 17 Vitamix blenders. If you can sell them, cool. But I got too much of this stuff to take home. Okay?
Sarate. You a baddie daddy lama tebi chai. That's a Capanan all the way down.
I'm about to be an inmate. You push me again. Okay? We here to do business. I'm not going back and forth with you no more. Okay?
Well, I'm a Pone Tony. Got my dillies on the Peppertane.
Look, the only reason you here is because I grew up with your mama. I shouldn't have agreed to do this anyway. Okay? Look, you're going to sell this stuff. I'm done with you. I'm going to call your mother. And this is the last time we're doing business.
No! Not the tippy ties! No!
Yeah, I'm a tippy tie to shit out your mother when you're on the phone. If you don't stop playing around with me, okay?
Kata, brother D! Kata, brother D! I'm a shaming day! I'm a shaming day! Come back on the Betty tie! Come back on the Betty tie!
No, you a bad salesman. That's what the problem is. Look, know what? Fine. You want your way? I got 17 pairs of Lululemon pants back here. Athletic wear. I know they got into some trouble, but I gotta get rid of it. Okay, if you want to help me or you not, all right? You push me again, okay? Well, help yourself to the emergency room.
Hey, all right, my Damie.
Good. Straight.
That Dairy Terry was all the Deanie, huh?
Of all the people to bring up when I'm trying to sell more of this Avon and Lululemon is Dairy Terry. Dairy Terry owed me money from 1957. If I see Dairy Terry, I'm gonna beat his ass up too. So either you sell this stuff or I'm gonna send you to the ER. You bring up Dairy Terry again, I'm gonna send him to the ER. It's either the ER or the sales floor. You make the decision.
There's a sign Tippy and Classy T. She's a cold Tony.
Do she got money?
Well, I can't say the nay no, my brother. You my main Damie, man. Ain't no bad tamey between us.
Oh, it's plenty of bad time between us. When we started this, I was in a good mood. I was like, know what? Today is my day. Looking up for you, okay? Everybody told me I was going to lose money. I wasn't going to make it. This was my day. I said I was going to sell out of Avon, Lululemon, and Vitamix all in one day. People said it couldn't be done. It was going to be done. Today was the day. The mother called me. I said, I'm going to give you son a chance. But now I'm here with a bunch of boxes up here. I ain't sold shit in 15 hours. Okay? So, no, go ahead.
I'm a Bay no Denny.
I'm a tyne Cappy, my damie.
I already got 2 strikes. I'm not trying to have my 3rd one. They already tell me what I'm doing is almost illegal anyway. But it's not, because I got the certificate of salesmanship from Avon, Lululemon, and Vitamix. So they can't put me in jail for selling this. But I need you to do me a favor. Stop talking to me. Take these roll-on deodorants from Avon and sell them to somebody.
That's a Batu Shane, my telly. Tie on my Castle Town, on my Clammy D's, on my Dammy Kings. I'm a cry the pooster. I'm a cry the pooster.
You were goddamn pain in my neck. That's what it is. Listen. Okay. Please. I know I said 50 roll-on deodorants. If you can sell 5 Avon roll-on deodorants, okay, that'll be more than enough. Okay, now given the only scent we have right now is Black Diamond. It smells like it's from 1985. That's not the point. I just need you to take these 5 Avon deodorants and sell them, please.
Ran a can.
Fuck it. Don't sell nothing. Go home. Leave me alone. Please. Just leave me be. Okay?
I'm gonna sign your pity on the runny kind. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Hey.
So that was from Troilus and Cressida by William Shakespeare, and no, that was Pootie Tang. So let's bring everybody back out here to say goodnight. Oh, what a great show! Give it up for Doug and Julia and Brian and Robin and Wendy and Roy and Genevieve and Jess and Rob and Jenny and Shoshana and Jason. Another amazing edition of Half Scripted is in the books. And I got it wrong. No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. All the stuff for Highwire Improv. We got shows on our YouTube channel every night of the week. Like us on all the social media platforms. Check us out. We've got workshops and all sorts of great things happening. It's a great organization. So give it up to everybody. Thank you so much. Stick around for The Great Gritty is coming up next, or The Grit Gatsby. I'm not sure what it's being called, but it's delightful. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.
So deep in your eyes, I touch on you more and more every time. When you leave, I'm begging you not to go. Call your name 2-3 times in a row. Such a funny thing for me to try to explain. How I'm feeling, my pride is the one to blame. Cause I know I don't understand just how your love is doing, no one else can. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you page me right now. Your kiss got me hoping be who we think he is. Look at what you did to me. Tennis shoes don't even need to buy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Great Gritty, your final show of tonight. And this show happened when I was the right level of inebriation to see a tweet on Twitter where somebody had just searched and replaced The Great Gatsby, the F. Scott Fitzgerald novel, with Gritty. And Highwire submissions were live that night, and it just became oh so easy to pull that up on another tab and submit this show. So I'm so excited with the way this turned out, the way every piece did, and the incredible cast tonight. I'm not going to give you anything more than that so that you can enjoy the show, and I present to you possibly the greatest piece of art that I've ever done in my life up to this point, The Great Gritty.
A black screen. The blackness is pierced by a single pulsing green light. We drift, as if by boat, across a dark bay toward the light. Then we hear a troubled voice. Nick wanders slowly towards a window, remembering.
Hold on a second. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice. Always try to see the best in people, he would say. As a consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments, but even I have a limit. But then, all of us drank too much. The more in tune with the times we were, the more we drank, and none of us contributed anything new. When I came back from Philly, I was disgusted with everyone and everything. Only one man was exempt from my disgust. Gritty. He was the single most hopeful person I'd ever met, and I'm ever likely to meet again. There was something about him, a sensitivity. He was like one of those machines that register earthquakes 10,000 miles away.
Dissolved to exterior, Nick's bungalow, day.
I rented a house 20 miles from the city. I planned to spend the summer studying, and I probably would have.
A woman's shriek startles him on the neighboring beach. A group of revelers are frolicking. A scantily clad girl waves and then disappears into the trees, drawing Nick's eye to his neighbor's house.
Were it not for the riotous amusements that beckoned from beyond the walls of that colossal castle?
Through dense foliage, Nick spies the mysterious spires and towering of the neighboring Gothic folly.
Owned by a gentleman I had not yet met, named Gritty. The history of summer really began the night I drove to my cousin Fanatics for dinner. She lived across the bay.
Swoop across the bay towards exterior Buchanan Mansion, late afternoon. An impressive Georgian mansion overlooks a quarter-mile of lawn that cascades down to a private polo field.
In Old Money, East Egg.
Bring, bring! We hear a phone ringing off screen. Follow a polo player, Tom, as he gallops towards the house.
Her husband was heir to one of America's wealthiest families.
Bring, bring! Tom whacks the polo ball.
His name was Tom Buchanan.
The ball nearly hits one of Tom's gardeners.
When we were at Yale together, he'd been a sporting star.
Bring, bring! Tom dismounts and bounds up the stairs to the porch.
But now his glory days were behind him, and he contented himself with other affairs.
Tom aggressively grabs the phone from Henri, the butler, and turns, revealing an imposing, hard-mouthed man of 30.
I thought I told you not to call me here.
Interior Buchanan Mansion, salon, late afternoon. A shimmering, sun-dazzled room in which enormous white curtains whip and snap in the breeze. Boom! As the French doors shut and the curtains fall, a beautiful white hand rises from behind the couch, and with it a low, thrilling voice.
Oh, Nikki, is that you, my lovely?
Suddenly, 23-year-old Fanatic appears from over the back of the couch. Close on. Fanatic. Captivating.
Fanatic Buchanan, the golden girl. A breathless warmth flowed from her, a promise that there was no one else in the world she so wanted to see.
She whispers dramatically.
Do they miss me in Chicago?
Oh, yes. About a dozen people send their love.
How gorgeous.
They're screaming, they're shouting. Fanatic Buchanan, we can't live without you.
I'm paralyzed with happiness.
Fanatic takes Nick's hand and squeals with childish glee as she drags him over the sofa and onto his back on the floor. He stares up, and a mysterious athletic girl glares back. This is 22-year-old Jordan Baker.
Jordan Baker, a very famous golfer.
She was the most frightening person I'd ever seen. I've seen your face on the cover of Sporting Life. But I enjoyed looking at her.
I've been lying on that sofa for as long as I can remember.
Fanatic turns to Nick with scandalous delight.
I know! This summer I'll sort of fling you and Jordan together. I'll push you into linen closets and out to sea in boats.
I'm not listening a word.
Nick, Fanatic tells me you're over in West Egg, throwing your lot in with those social climbing primitive new money types.
Oh, my little shack is a cardboard box at $80 a month.
Your life is adorable.
I know somebody in West Egg.
I don't know a single person.
Jordan turns dramatically.
Oh, you must know Gritty.
Fanatic, a sharp intake of breath.
Gritty?
Close on Fanatic as she struggles to control rising emotion.
What? Gritty?
Before anyone can reply, Tom announces,
"Dinner served."
Dissolved to exterior Buchanan Mansion terrace night. Fanatic, Nick, Jordan, and Tom sit at a long, sumptuously laid table. Food, wine, laughter, smoking.
It's been proved. It's scientific.
We've got to beat them down.
Suddenly, bring the telephone. All freeze. Another ring. Bring.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
He goes inside. An embarrassed moment. Suddenly, Fanatic throws her napkin down.
I'm sorry.
She follows Tom into the house. Nick, at a loss, turns to Jordan.
Well, this Mr. Gritty you spoke of is my neighbor.
Don't talk. I want to hear what happens.
Is something happening?
I thought everybody knew.
I don't.
Tom's got some woman in Philly.
Got some woman?
She might have the decency not to telephone at dinner time, don't you think?
Almost before Nick has grasped her meaning, the doors bang open and Fanatic returns to talk with Nick.
I just love seeing you at my table, Nikki. You remind me of a rose, an absolute rose.
I'm not even faintly like a rose.
Oh, Nikki.
What?
It's just, well, you see, I think everything's terrible anyhow. You know, I've been everywhere and seen everything and done everything, and I've had a very bad time, Nikki. I'm pretty cynical about everything.
Fanatic gazes melancholic across the bay. An awkward silence. Nick tries to change the subject.
Your daughter, I suppose she talks and eats and everything?
Pammy? Oh, yes.
Fanatic gazes down toward the dock, where a green light glows in the velvet dusk.
Listen, Nick, when she was born, Tom was God knows where and with God knows whom. And I asked the nurse if it was a boy or a girl. She told me it was a girl, and I wept. All right, I said. I'm glad it's a girl, and I hope she'll be a fool. That's the best thing a girl can be in this world. A beautiful little fool.
She breaks off and looks at Nick with that smile of hers.
All the bright, precious things fade so fast.
As a sad, sweet underscore plays, we push out over the water and across the bay toward Gritty's castle.
And they don't come back.
Exterior Nick's bungalow night. Nick gets out of his car. He stops. Through the trees, he can see the man gazing intently across the bay.
When I arrived home, I noticed that a figure emerged on my neighbor's dock, and something told me it was Gritty. He seemed to be reaching toward something out there in the dark.
A green light on dock pulses in the distant darkness. Exterior, Nick's bungalow, porch morning. Nick is still asleep, harsh morning light.
I awoke with a distinctly uneasy feeling.
A sudden feeling of disquiet makes Nick look up.
That Gritty was watching me. In fact, I know now that Gritty was always watching me because I got an invitation. I was the only one.
Fade in image. An immaculate chauffeur in uniform of robin's egg blue stands on Nick's doorstep holding a silver tray on which rests an invitation. The words written on the invitation, "Dear Mr. Carraway, the honor would be entirely mine if you would attend my little party."
No one except me ever received an actual invitation to Gritty's. A line of limousines stretches from the lights of Manhattan toward Gritty's gates. You see, the rest of Philly simply came uninvited. The whole city packed into automobiles all weekend. Every weekend ended up at Gritty's. And I mean everyone, from every walk of life, from every corner of Philadelphia. This kaleidoscopic carnival spilled through Gritty's door.
A bizarre mix of characters surged toward light at the end of this dark, vaulting, vomitorium-like passageway. Bang! Doors burst open. The dazzling spectacle of the grand ballroom. Champagne fountains vault to the ceiling. Overwhelmed and out of place, Nick approaches the bar.
Do you know where I might find the host, Mr. Gritty? I live just next door.
The bartender Mr. Gritty, I've never seen him, sir. Why, no one has. The bartender automatically hands Nick a martini.
Alone and a little embarrassed, I decided to get roaring drunk.
He downs the martini in one gulp, steps over an even drunker guest who collapses at his feet. Startled, Nick turns to find Jordan Baker.
I remembered you lived next door.
It's like an amusement park. Did you get an invitation?
People aren't invited to Gritty's.
Well, I was. I seem to be the only one. Who is this Gritty?
Oh, Gritty. Should I lead you into his clutches?
Bang! Nick and Jordan explode into a dark room. A stout, middle-aged man wheels to them with unsettling intensity.
Well,
you won't find him. This house and everything in it are all part of an elaborate disguise, but Gritty doesn't exist.
Philly, I've met him.
Which one? The prince, the spy, the murderer? I've been wandering his halls drunk for about a week now, but no matter where I look, I can't find anyone who knows anything real about Gritty.
Well, I don't care. He gives big parties, and I like parties. They're so intimate. At small parties, there isn't any privacy.
But if that's true, what's all this for?
That, my dear fellow, is the question.
On cue, a drinks tray floats into the frame. Nick, disoriented and empty-handed, begins up the stairs, and as he does so, hears the voice of the man holding the tray.
Your face is familiar. Weren't you in the 3rd Division during the war?
Yeah, the 9th Battalion.
I was in the 7th. I knew I'd seen you somewhere before. Having a good time, old sport?
The whole thing's incredible. I live next door. He even sent me an invitation, but I still haven't met Gritty. No one's met him. They say he's third cousin to the Kaiser and second cousin to the devil.
At the landing, halfway up the steps, the man takes a drink from a waiter's tray and hands it to Nick.
I'm afraid I'm not a very good host, old sport. You see, I'm gritty.
The delirious opening chords of Tostov's history coincide with a gorgeous explosion of fireworks in the night sky.
I thought you knew, old sport.
Grizzly smiles a dazzling smile. Sound fades to a serene hum.
His smile was one of those rare smiles that you may come across 4 or 5 times in life. It seemed to understand you and believe in you, just as you would like to be understood and believed in.
I'm trying out my new hydroplane in the morning. Want to go with me, old sport?
Nick shakes himself from his reverie.
What time?
Anytime that suits you.
Gritty turns and catches for the first time Jordan.
Lovely to see you, Miss Baker.
He kisses her lightly on the hand.
If you need anything, just ask for it, old sport. I will see you later. Excuse me.
As Nick watches Gritty walk away, he whispers with amazement.
I expected him to be...
Old and fat?
Well, yes, young men don't just drift coolly out of nowhere and buy a palace on Long Island.
Interior Gritty's castle tower. High up in the window, the shadowy figure of Gritty stands, phone pressed to his ear, watching Nick leave. After a moment, he raises his hand in a formal farewell.
We rode in the hydroplane, and I attended 2 more of his parties, even made use of his beach, but I soon realized that I knew absolutely nothing about Gritty at all until...
Exterior Nick's bungalow. Gritty's yellow Duesenberg hurtles up Nick's drive and skids to a stop. Gritty leaps out.
It's pretty, isn't it, old sport? Haven't you seen it before? It's all a custom job. Supercharged engine. Get dressed. We're having lunch.
Slam cut to Gritty's car, Long Island countryside day. The Duesenberg whips and winds along a tree-lined road. Gritty, beyond nervous, drives with reckless intensity.
Look here, old sport. What's your opinion of me, anyhow?
My opinion?
Yes, your opinion.
Gritty yanks the wheel. Nick hangs on for dear life.
I don't want you to get me wrong impression from all those bizarre accusations you must be hearing. A pack of lies, I assure you. You've heard the stories. I'll tell you God's truth. God's truth myself. I am a son of some very wealthy people from the Middle West, sadly all dead now. I was brought up in America, but educated at Oxford because all of my ancestors have been educated there for many years. You see, it's a family tradition.
The way he spoke, no wonder people thought he was lying.
Then came the war, old sport.
Just when I thought it couldn't be any more fantastical, he became a war hero, single-handedly defeating the German army.
I was promoted to major, and every allied government gave me decorations, even Montenegro, little Montenegro down in the Adriatic Sea.
Slam! A medal is suddenly in Nick's lap.
Here, that's the one from Montenegro. Turn it.
Mayor J. Gritty, for valor extraordinary.
I thought you ought to know something about my life. I don't want you to think I'm just some nobody. You see, old sport, I'm going to make a very big request of you today.
A big request?
Yes, Miss Baker will explain everything when you take her to tea this afternoon.
A shrieking police siren. Before Gritty can continue, a motorcycle cop pulls alongside.
Pull over to the curb.
All right, old sport, all right.
Without slowing, Gritty takes a card from his pocket.
Right you are. Know you next time, Gritty. Excuse me.
The cop peels off.
I didn't know what to think. Anything can happen now, I thought. Anything at all.
As the orchestra builds, Gritty's car shoots into Manhattan.
Even Gritty could happen.
Bam! A fat beat kicks in as we explode through a grate into exterior, the Hotel Sayre, rooftop garden, dusk. Jordan is perched at an elegant table.
What game are you and Gritty playing at? What is this big request?
Nick, he just wants you to invite Fanatic to tea.
Tea? Fanatic and Gritty?
Well, I don't quite know where to start. You see, I met Gritty 5 years ago in Louisville. Fanatic was by far the most popular girl with the officers from Camp Taylor. One of them was in the car with her. It was Gritty. And the way he looked at her is the way all girls want to be looked at.
So what happened?
Gritty was sent off to war. But when the war ended for some unknown reason, Gritty couldn't return. A year later, Tom Buchanan of Chicago swept in and stole her away. But the morning of the wedding, Fanatic received a letter.
What was in the letter?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me.
It's a strange coincidence, isn't it? Gritty's house just being right across the bay?
It's no coincidence. He bought that house to be near her. He threw all those parties hoping she'd wander in one night. He constantly asked about Fanatic. I was just the first person who knew her.
Nick takes this in as if seeing Gritty for the first time.
All that for a girl he hasn't seen in 5 years, and now he just wants me to have her for tea? The modesty of it.
Kind of takes your breath away, doesn't it?
Dissolve to exterior dirt track to Nick's bungalow, night. Gritty appears striding through the illuminated trees toward Nick.
Your place looks like the World's Fair or Coney Island.
Does it? I've been glancing into some rooms. Let's go to Coney Island, old sport. We can take my car.
It's too late tonight.
Or we can take a plunge in the swimming pool. I haven't used it all summer.
I must go to bed.
Gritty looks crestfallen. Nick puts him out of his misery.
Happy to do it, Gritty. I'm going to call Fanatic and invite her to tea. Day after tomorrow, all right?
Day after tomorrow? Well, I'd want to get the grass cut. Good night.
Good night.
With this, Gritty turns and strolls back toward his blazing castle. Nick's gaze falls upon the unkempt lawn. He smiles. Interior Nick's bungalow, living room, day. The room is crowded with absurdly extravagant floral arrangements. Nick sits watching as Gritty intensely paces. The silence stretches and stretches. Finally,
Have you got everything you need?
Perhaps more flowers.
You think it's too much?
I think it's what you want.
I think so too. She'll be impressed, won't she, old sport?
I am.
with this, Gritty straightens his suit, sits, and hurriedly checks his watch. Another long silence. Gritty suddenly, he leaps to his feet.
I can't wait all day. I'm leaving.
Don't be silly. It's just 2 minutes to 4.
Beep. Gritty glimpses Fanatic's Rolls Royce arriving out front and turns to Nick flushed with fresh paint.
It's her.
Fanatic enters the living room.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Did you ransack a greenhouse?
Then she turns, sees Gritty, sharp and take a breath. The reunited lovers stand, staring at each other for a long, surreal moment of disbelief. Gritty, eyes locked to Fanatic's, is drowning in emotion. Fanatic finally manages an artificial, choking murmur.
I'm certainly glad to see you again.
Gritty's face is flushed. Veins stand out on his neck as his lips spasm in a hopeless attempt to speak. Finally, he finds words.
I'm certainly glad to see you as well.
We haven't met for many years.
5 years next November.
I just need to pop into town.
Town?
The village. I'll be right back.
As Nick leaves, Gritty follows.
I've got to speak with you.
Wildly following Nick, Gritty whispers miserably.
Oh God, this has been a mistake. A terrible, terrible mistake.
You're just embarrassed, that's all. Fanatic's embarrassed too.
She's embarrassed.
Just as much as you are.
Don't talk so loud.
You're acting like a little boy. You're rude. Fanatic's in there all alone and...
Gritty raises his hand, looks at Nick reproachfully, and heads back to the living room. Interior Nick's bungalow living room day. Later, Nick re-enters, bedraggled, rain-soaked. He tries to get Gritty and Fanatic's attention to no avail. The lovers are completely and totally absorbed in each other. He clears his throat.
It stopped raining.
Fanatic turns a radiant smile. Every vestige of embarrassment between Fanatic and Gritty is gone. Gritty literally glows.
Yes, it has.
He stands, walks to the window, and looks out across the bay.
I'd like to show her around.
Are you sure you want me to come?
Absolutely, old sport. Absolutely.
Exterior, Gritty's castle, front gates day. Reveal Gritty's castle glistening in the sunlight. Close on Fanatic, a delighted cry.
Oh, Jay, it's so grand.
Do you like it?
I love it. But how do you live here all alone?
I don't know. I keep it always full of interesting and celebrated people.
Interior, Gritty's castle, Gritty's bedroom evening. Nick and Fanatic follow Gritty into the bedroom. Gritty bounds ahead, starting up a spiral stair. He throws open a massive cabinet, revealing a prism of suits, dressing gowns, watches, and ties.
I've got a man in England who buys me clothes. Something for the lady.
Then he begins yanking down shirts and tossing them over the rail to Fanatic.
I've never seen anything like it.
Close on Fanatic. Time slows as shirts flutter like giant snowflakes down toward her. Slowly, quietly, her mirth transformed to sobs. She hides her face in shirts. Gritty eases down the stairs and nestles beside Fanatic, taking her tear-streaked face in his hands.
What is it?
It makes me sad because...
A suspended moment. Fanatic is incapable of speaking her heart.
5 lost years struggled on Fanatic's lips, but all she could manage was...
It's just because I've never seen such beautiful shirts before.
If it wasn't for the mist, we could see the green light.
What green light?
The one that burns all night at the end of your dock.
As Gritty and Fanatic stare out across the bay.
Possibly it had occurred to Gritty that the colossal significance of that light had vanished forever. Now it was once again just a green light on a dock. His count of enchanted objects had diminished by 1.
Gritty hastily plucks a scrapbook from a row on his desk.
I want to show you something. Look here. A lot of clippings about you.
They admire the scrapbook together.
You saved my letters.
This was my first photo of you.
As Fanatic flips through and pulls out an old letter of hers, we hear her reading the letter in abstract voiceover.
We can't lose each other and let all this glorious love end in nothing. Come home. I'll be here waiting and hoping for every long dream of you to come true. Come home, Gritty.
Bring the phone shrills.
Excuse me.
Gritty crosses the room, snatches up the receiver, and turns away.
Well, he's no use to us in Detroit. If Detroit is his idea of a small town.
Gritty rings off abruptly and catches Nick's eye, a tense moment, which Gritty banishes with that electrifying smile. we hear the distant, jaunty sounds of a pipe organ.
Ah, Kid Springer, you must be awake, shall we?
Interior, Gritty's Castle Grand Ballroom night. Hundreds of candles flicker in patterns as a slow, melancholic waltz plays. Gritty and Fanatic dance, enraptured.
I wish I had done everything on earth with you. All my life.
Gritty holds her closer.
I wish that it could always be like this.
It will be.
If only it had been enough for Gritty just to hold Fanatic, but he had a grand vision for his life, and Fanatic's part in it.
Cut to days later. Discover Gritty leading Tom, Fanatic, and Nick to the top of the terrace stairs. Exterior, Gritty's Castle terrace dance floor night.
We've got a great band here. Have a look around. Excuse me.
A lot of these newly rich people are just filthy bootleggers.
Not Gritty, he's a businessman.
A businessman.
These things excite me so.
Gritty, so besotted with Fanatic that he cannot take his eyes off her. A romantic foxtrot strikes up. Gritty turns to Tom and gestures to Fanatic.
Mr. Buchanan, would you mind terribly if I take her?
Tom does indeed. Looks like he minds, but a group of scantily clad girls who cavort gracelessly on the other side of the garden momentarily catch his eye.
Of course not. I think I can keep myself amused.
As Fanatic takes Gritty's arm, she tucks a slim gold pencilito into Tom's breast pocket and murmurs,
In case you need to take down any addresses.
as Tom fumes, Gritty leads Fanatic out onto the dance floor.
Is all this made entirely from your own imagination?
No. You see, you were there all along, in every idea, in every decision. Of course, if anything is not to your liking, we can change it.
It's perfect. From your perfect, irresistible imagination.
Exterior, Nick's bungalow magic tree night. Fanatic runs ahead, playfully hurrying past the low-hanging branches of the massive tree. She disappears inside. Gritty follows, but upon entering the secluded starlit world, sees no sign of Fanatic. Then, from out of the shadows, the sparkle of jewels. Gritty turns, and Fanatic's lips suddenly find his. A long, still kiss.
I wish we could just run away.
Run away, darling. No, Fanatic, that wouldn't be respectable. We're going to live here in this house together, you and me, Fanatic. It's time for you to tell Tom.
Exterior, Gatsby's Castle bar night. Nick in a moment of extreme tension with Tom.
What a circus. Well, if you see my wife, I'll be looking for her. You tell her.
Exterior, Nick's bungalow magic tree night. The hidden lovers speak in intense hushed tones.
Remember how much fun we used to have? Why can't we just have fun like that again?
Gritty, frustrated, is about to speak, but Nick suddenly appears out of the shadows. Gritty and Fanatic break off, startled.
Oh, hello, Nikki. We're having a row.
What about?
Fanatic glides towards him.
About things? About the future?
Well, it's Tom. He's wandering around the party looking for you.
Fanatic flashes Gritty an over-the-shoulder glance when suddenly a servant appears with a phone for Gritty. A tiny ruffled moment, then Gritty elegantly guides Fanatic towards Nick.
Excuse me, Nick, would you mind?
As Gritty follows the servant back toward the castle. Exterior, Gritty's castle front gate night. Discover Fanatic's face through the limo window. Her forlorn eyes search for Gritty behind castle walls.
Where were you?
With Nikki. Mr. Gritty was showing us the grounds.
Well, he certainly must have strained himself getting that menagerie together.
Dissolved to exterior, Gritty's castle pool night. It is late, agitated and intense. Gritty paces by the pool, staring out to the green light pulsing across the bay. Nick descends the stairs, drunk.
Oh, there you are. Fanatic just left. But she asked me to tell you she had a wonderful time.
She didn't like it.
Of course she did.
No, she didn't like it. She didn't have a good time. I feel so far away from her now. It's hard to make her understand.
You mean about the party?
The party! I couldn't care less about parties. You see, she has to tell Tom that she never loved him.
What?
Then we can go back to Louisville, to her parents' house. Her parents are lovely people, old sport. We'll be married there. You see, Fanatic and I are going to start over, just as if it was 5 years ago.
I wouldn't ask too much of her.
Gritty grows suddenly, strangely emotional. He turns his back to Nick to compose himself.
I beg your pardon, old sport. It's just so sad because it's so hard to make her understand.
Gritty, you can't repeat the past.
Can't repeat the past?
No.
Why, of course you can. Of course you can. You'll see, I'm going to fix things just the way they were before. Everything's been so confused.
Gritty looks out to the green light.
If I could just get back to the start. If I could just get back to the start, I could find it again.
5 years ago, Gritty found himself at Fanatic's house by colossal accident.
I went to her house first with some of the other officers of Camp Taylor. I'd never been in such a beautiful house before.
But his uniform is the truth. That he was a penniless young man with only that grand vision of himself.
I always knew that I could climb, but I could only climb if I climbed alone. I knew that when I kissed this girl, I would be forever wed to her. So I stopped and I waited and I waited. I waited for a moment longer.
He knew that if he kissed this girl, his mind would never again be free to romp like the mind of God, that falling in love would change his destiny.
And then I just let myself go. I knew it was a great mistake for a man like me to fall in love. A great mistake. I'm only 32. I might still be a great man if I could only forget that I once lost Fanatic. But my life, old sport, my life has got to be like this. It's got to keep going. She has to go to Tom and tell him she never loved her. I need to give her more time. I just need to give her more time. Don't worry, old sport. Don't worry. I can protect her here. Good night, old sport.
Gritty heads for his castle and turns and calls.
You're wrong about the past, old sport.
After Tom and Fanatic's visit, there were no more parties. Fanatic visited discreetly, but the very same fame that had once been a source of satisfaction to Gritty became a threat.
Interior Gritty's castle, bedroom night. Locked away deep in the castle, Gritty and Fanatic make love. Close on Fanatic. She turns to Gritty and whispers.
I don't want to go home.
Gritty holds her tighter.
Then don't.
Dissolved to interior Gritty's castle ballroom late afternoon. We hear a phone conversation between Nick and Gritty. An unshaven Gritty in trousers and a black silk robe sits in a large armchair under a vast wall of magnificent paintings.
I've been meaning to call you up. I'm sorry. I've been so busy.
Is everything all right?
Yes, Fanatic and I are very much in love.
I hear you fired all your servants?
Fanatic comes over sometimes in the afternoons, and I wanted some people who wouldn't gossip until we decided that we're going to do... Nick, Fanatic's ready. She's ready. But there's just one thing. She's requested that you and Miss Baker be there at lunch tomorrow at her house Will you come, old sport? Fanatic needs you. We need you. Will you come, old sport?
Dissolve to interior Buchanan Mansion. Dining room day.
You know, I read somewhere the sun's getting hotter every year.
Fanatic grips a wine glass in her trembling hand. Her eyes are terrified. Perspiration forms on her upper lip. She glances to Gritty, who stares resolutely from across the table.
I'd like to be out on that bay today.
I'm right across from you. Right there.
So you are.
Gritty slowly stands and walks behind Fanatic.
Every night I can see you, that light at the end of your dark blinking.
What light?
Gritty gently moves his hand over Fanatic's.
You see, Mr. Buchanan, I wanted to be closer. Fanatic and I.
With sudden intensity, Fanatic stands.
It's so hot. Everything's so confused. What will we do with ourselves this afternoon? And the day after that? And for the next 30 years? Let's all go to town. Who wants to go to town?
Town? Women, they get these notions.
Gritty walks to Fanatic in that moment. Their eyes tenderly meet.
Fanatic.
You look so cool. You always look so cool. Like the advertisement of the man in Times Square. The man in the cool, beautiful shirts.
She'd told Gritty that she loved him, and Tom had seen.
Suddenly, Tom explodes.
Let's go to town. I'm perfectly willing. That's a marvelous idea.
Just like that? Can't anyone at least have a cigarette?
We've smoked all through lunch.
Oh, let's have fun. It's too hot to fuss.
Will you join us, Mr. Gritty?
Slam cut to interior Plaza Hotel. Sweet day. Crack, crack, crack. Shards of ice split off from a hunk as a bellboy makes ice cube.
That's enough.
The room is large and stiflingly hot. It has been filled with huge ice buckets in an attempt to cool it. Gritty, Tom, Nick, Fanatic, and Jordan are bathed in a thin sheen of perspiration.
Open another window.
There aren't any more.
Then telephone for an axe.
Forget about the heat. You'll make it worse by crabbing about it.
Why not let her alone, old sport?
It's a great expression of yours, isn't it?
What is?
Old sport. Where'd you pick it up?
I'll make you a drink, Tom, then you won't seem so stupid to yourself.
Wait a minute. I want to ask Mr. Gritty one more question.
Go on, please, Mr. Buchanan, go on.
What kind of row are you trying to cause in my house, anyhow?
They are out in the open at last, and Gritty is content.
He isn't causing a row. You're causing a row. Please have a little self-control.
Self-control. I suppose the latest thing is to sit back and let Mr. Nobody from nowhere make love to your wife. Well, if that's the idea, you can count me out. See, nowadays people begin by sneering at family life and family institutions. But next you'll know they'll throw everything overboard.
Your wife doesn't love you. She's never loved you. She loves me.
You must be crazy.
No, old sport. She never loved you. She only married you because I was poor and she was tired of waiting. It was a terrible, terrible mistake. But in her heart, she never loved anyone but me.
We should go.
Fanatic and I have nothing to hide.
Gritty, let's go. Please. Please.
Sit down, Fanatic.
Yes, Fanatic, please sit down now.
What's been going on? I want to hear all about it.
I just told you what's been going on. It's been going on for 5 years.
You've been seeing him for 5 years?
Not seeing, no, we couldn't. But both of us loved each other. All that time, old sport. You didn't know. I used to laugh sometimes to think that you didn't know.
Oh, that's all. You're crazy. I can't speak about what happened 5 years ago because I didn't know Fanatic then, but I'll be damned if I see how you got within a mile of her unless you brought the groceries to the back door. But all the rest of that's a goddamn lie. Fanatic loved me when she married me, and she loves me now.
No.
She does, though. And what's more, I love Fanatic too. Once in a while, I go off on a spree, but I always come back. And in my heart, I love her all the time.
You're revolting. Do you know why we left Chicago? I'm surprised they didn't treat you to the story of that little spree.
Gritty walks over and stands beside Fanatic.
That's all over now. Just tell him the truth, that you never loved him. And all this pain will be wiped out forever.
Why, how could I love him? Possibly.
You never loved him.
Fanatic hesitates. Too late. She realizes what she is doing.
I never loved him.
That's right.
Not at Capiolani?
No.
Not that day I carried you from the punch bowl to keep your shoes dry? Fanatic? Never?
Please don't.
Fanatic.
There, Gritty.
He trembles as she looks to Gritty.
You want too much. I love you now. Isn't that enough? I can't help what's past. I did love him once, but I loved you too.
You loved me too?
Even that's a lie. She didn't know you were alive. These are things between Fanatic and me, and you'll never know. Things that neither of us can ever forget.
The words seem to bite physically into Gritty.
I want to speak with Fanatic alone. She's all excited now.
Even alone, I can't say I never loved Tom. It wouldn't be true.
Of course it wouldn't.
Fanatic turns to her husband.
As if it mattered to you.
Of course it matters. I'm going to take better care of you from now on.
You're not going to take care of her anymore. Fanatic's leaving you.
Nonsense.
I am, though.
She's not leaving me, and certainly not for a common swindler. Mr. Gritty, what exactly are you, anyhow? Fanatic, can't you see who this guy is with his house and his parties and his fancy clothes? He's a gangster.
The only respectable thing about you, old sport, is your money. That's it. And now I've had as much as you, so that means we're equal.
Tom smiles with smug, condescending scorn.
Oh, no, we're different. I am. They are. She is. We're all different from you. We were born different. It's in our blood. And nothing you do or say or steal or dream up can ever change that. And a girl like Fanatic will never.
Gritty explodes with terrifying rage.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shock jolts the room. We float toward Gritty. His rage-filled eyes stare into the void, as with all his willpower, he restrains himself from ripping Tom apart.
Gritty looked in that moment as if he had killed a man.
Tom snorts a dismissive laugh.
That's right, Mr. Gritty. Show us those fine Oxford manners.
Gritty recovers and turns to Fanatic, who is trembling in the corner, on the verge of tears.
My sincerest apologies. I've seemed to forget my temper.
Struggling for self-control, Gritty turns toward her as if Tom suddenly no longer exists.
Fanatic, darling. None of this has any consequences. Don't listen to him, Fanatic. We're going to go back to Louisville to be married. There,
we're going to live together in our house. It's
There is a feeling of excruciating unease in the room.
He began talking excitedly, denying everything, but with every word, Fanatic was drawing further and further into herself, until only the dead dream fought on.
Please, Tom. I can't stand this anymore.
Fanatic is staring, terrified. Courage gone. She looks to Tom.
You two start on home. In Mr. Gritty's car.
Fanatic is alarmed now.
Go on, he won't annoy you. I think he realizes his little flirtation is over.
Fanatic, hysterical, runs from the room. Gritty pursues her.
Fanatic.
Fanatic and Gritty are gone. A terrible silence fills the room. Tom begins wrapping the unopened whiskey bottle in the towel.
Want any of this, Jordan? Nick?
What?
Want any?
No, I just remembered. Today's my birthday. I'm 30.
Oh, happy birthday.
The formidable stroke of 30 died away as Gritty and Fanatic drove on through the cooling twilight towards death.
Exterior, Wilson's garage, twilight. Standing outside his restaurant, the owner, McCallus, sees Myrtle, Tom's lover, rush out of the garage shouting hysterical.
Stop, Tom, please. Stop.
Suddenly, Myrtle appears in the headlights of Gritty's car.
No!
But the car strikes Myrtle. Slow motion. Terrible. Nightmarish. Expressionistic images. Glass shattering. Blood spattering. Fanatic screaming. Myrtle's body flying through the air. Her pearls showering the night like 1,000 new stars. Her torn open body hits the ground. Interior, Wilson's garage, night. A crush of gawking spectators speak in hushed tones. Cut to Tom pushing through the crowd. A policeman stands next to Tom, taking down names.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step away.
Get off me. I'm fine.
You knew her?
No, not really.
Well then, I'll have to ask you to step back.
What happened here?
She ran out in the road. Son of a bitch didn't even stop his car.
I saw it. It was a yellow car, big yellow car. Cut to Tom, a slow realization. The well-dressed man notices his reaction. Who owns the yellow car?
Fella named Gritty. He's a crook. Gives those parties the papers are always talking about. Gritty. Something ought to be done about a fella like that. He'll pay. Oh, he'll pay. The goddamn coward didn't even stop his car.
Exterior, Buchanan Mansion, night. As Nick's feet crunch upon the white gravel of the drive, he is startled by a voice from the shadows.
Hello, old sport.
Cautiously, Nick approaches the hedge. The closer he gets, the more certain he becomes. Gritty is hiding just below Fanatic's window. His pace quickens.
What are you doing?
Just sitting here.
Yes, I can see that.
Did you see any trouble out on the road?
Trouble? That woman you ran down is dead, Gritty.
I thought so. I told Fanatic I thought so.
Fanatic? Do you hear yourself?
It's better that the shock should come all at once.
What's wrong with you? How could you?
Please keep your voice down, old sport.
Tom was right. You're nothing but a goddamn coward.
Keep your voice down. There was no point in stopping.
No point?
It killed her instantly.
Yeah, I was there. I saw it ripped her open.
Panicked, Gritty grabs Nick, trying to explain.
Understand, it wasn't my fault. This woman rushed out as if she wanted to speak to us. It all happened so quickly. I tried to turn the wheel.
She?
Close on Nick, a realization.
It was Fanatic?
Finally and very slowly, Gritty admits.
You see, after we left Philly, she was very nervous. She thought driving would steady her, but this woman, she just rushed out at us. It all happened so quickly. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't my fault. I should have taken the wheel. No one must know. Promise me. No one, promise me.
Gritty, you shouldn't be here. You should get out of here.
No. I'm going to wait. I'll wait all night if necessary. You see, Fanatic's locked herself in her room. She's going to turn her lights off and on again if he tries to bother her about that unpleasantness this afternoon. If he tries any brutality whatsoever.
Tom won't touch her. He's not even thinking about her.
Oh, I don't trust him, old sport. I don't trust him.
Gritty, you ought to go away. They'll trace your car.
Go away. I can't leave now, not tonight.
Do you understand that a woman's been killed?
Fanatic's going to call in the morning. Then we'll make plans to go away together.
But Gritty, she...
Sensing Nick's tone, Gritty cuts him off and banishes all doubt with intense certainty.
She just needs time to think. She'll call in the morning. She just needs time to think.
Gritty smiles that smile of endless possibility. He turns to go in, but stops.
It was also that night that I became aware of Gritty's extraordinary gift for hope, a gift that I have never found in any other person, and which is not likely I shall ever find again.
I thought out my life with Fanatic in it, trying to figure out how we could marry and struggle along with so many dollars a month.
What was in the letter?
Gritty reaches the end of the wharf and looks to the green light across the bay.
The truth? The reason why after the war I hadn't been able to return?
In the clouds overhead, the image of Fanatic in the bathtub with the dissolving letter. And now we can see what Gritty wrote in that fateful last letter. Fanatic, the truth is, I'm penniless.
I asked her to wait until I made something of myself, but she was young. There was so much pressure. You see, I felt married to her, that was all.
It had all been for her. The house, the parties, everything.
Exterior Gritty's castle terrace, morning. Nick and Gritty are finishing breakfast.
I'm gonna drain the pool today, Gritty.
Not today, it's so beautiful. You know, old sport, I never used that pool all summer. Let's go for a swim. I'll have the phone transferred to the pool.
As Gritty heads towards the pool, Nick checks his watch.
Gritty, I've got to go. I have to work.
I understand. Well, I'll walk you out.
I'll call you up.
Do, old sport, please do. I suppose Fanatic will call too.
I suppose so. Well, goodbye.
Nick lingers. Then they shake hands and he starts away. Just before he reaches the hedge, he turns and calls back.
They're a rotten crowd. You're worth a whole damn bunch together.
First, Gritty nods politely, and then his face breaks into that radiant and understanding smile.
I was always glad I had said that. It was the only compliment I ever paid him. That morning, Wall Street boomed, its usual golden roar. But I wasn't worth a decent stroke of work. I waited for Gritty to call with news.
Exterior Gritty's castle, pool day. Gritty heads to the pool, ready to swim.
While he waited for the Fanatic.
Splash! Gritty dives gracefully into the pool. We see Gritty from below, body gliding through clear water. A man enters. A gun dangles from his hand. Gritty's head breaks the smooth green surface of the water. Suddenly, bring! The phone rings. Gritty smiles and gazes across toward the green light, toward Fanatic. The crack of a gunshot. Close on, Gritty. A moment of strangled, startled wonder. His lips form a final, breathless.
Fanatic.
Then his face hardens as he slowly falls backwards. Splash! Gritty's body descends through a cloud of blood. Interior Probity Trust Building, Nick's office, continuous. A silent image of Nick screaming into the phone.
After all these years, I remember the rest of that day, and that night, and the next day, as an endless drill of police and photographers and tabloid reporters.
Interior Buchanan Mansion, portico day. Top shot, servants carry endless luggage through the hall. Down the stairs and out the front door. Ring! A phone rings off screen. At the bottom of the stairs, discover Fanatic and Pammy.
Just for a little trip. Just you, me, and Daddy.
Ring! Tom appears beside Fanatic.
We should go.
Ring! Henri, a servant, answers the phone. It's Nick.
May I speak to Mrs. Buchanan?
Madame is not available.
Well, when you see her, will you tell her the funeral's tomorrow?
Henri looks down to Tom, who shoots a "we're not here" look.
I'm sorry, but they have gone away.
Gone away? Do you know when they'll be back?
No.
Please, I know she would want to be there. If you could just get a message to her.
I have no further information, monsieur. Au revoir.
Click. Henri abruptly hangs up. The Buchanan family exits. Interior, Gritty's castle, grand ballroom, continuous. As Nick slowly, bitterly hangs up the telephone.
They were careless people, Tom and Fanatic. They smashed up things and people, and then they retreated back into their money and their vast carelessness. I rang, I wrote, I implored, but not a single one of the sparkling hundreds who had enjoyed his hospitality all summer attended the funeral. And from Fanatic, not even a flower. I was all he had, the only one who cared. After Gritty's death, Philly was haunted for me. I remember how we'd all come to Gritty's and guessed his corruption, while he had stood before us, concealing an incorruptible dream.
Nick remembers Gritty and Fanatic together on the dance floor. Fanatic leans in and whispers happily to Gritty.
It's perfect. From your perfect, irresistible imagination.
Dissolved to exterior Gritty's castle, wharf, night. Nick, drunk, stumbles along the dock, the rain falling steadily now.
The moon rose higher, and as I stood there brooding on the old, unknown world, I thought of Gritty's wonder when he first picked out the green light at the end of Fanatic's dock. He'd come such a long way.
And suddenly, shimmering ghostly through the rain, Gritty's silhouette can be seen once more, gazing out across the bay.
And his dream must have seemed so close that he could hardly fail to grasp it.
Gritty turns back toward Nick and smiles.
He did not know that it was already behind him. Gritty believed in the green light, the orgasmic future that year by year recedes before us.
Push past Gritty, out over the water, toward the green light eternally pulsing at the end of Fanatic's dock.
It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster.
Gritty reaches out.
Stretch out our arms farther, and one fine morning.
As we push past Gritty's outstretched hand, the opening image returns, the green light pulsing in the abstract dark. Nick's final words appear as type on the screen.
So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past.
Nick pulls a final page from his typewriter, sets the page on top of his completed manuscript, and we clearly see the title Gritty. Nick considers this and then handwrites The Great. The end. Oh, fuck.
Thank you, everybody, for the great Gritty.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Thank you to Jenny as well. Those masks, I can personally tell, are very hot. So I made a flannel, so I appreciate her. Thank you to our cast, Jeff and Genevieve and Andy and Brian for reading the stage directions. That has been the great Gritty. I guess thank you, Baz Luhrmann, for the script that we read today. And thank you, Gritty, for being alive in all of our hearts.
Long live Gritty.
Long live Gritty.
The great Gritty.
The great Gritty.
It's the way that you know what I thought I knew. It's the beat in my heart skips when I'm with you. But I still don't understand.